And just a little while ago, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski made it official. Good afternoon. I'm Joe Hunt from the 104.5 The Zone studios. The coach of the Browns had his weekly press conference after their Monday Night Football loss to the Steelers and officially announced that Nick Chubb is done for the season. He also said that Jerome Ford will be RB1 coming up this week against the Titans. If you watched the Monday Night Football game last night, you saw Deshaun Watson getting into a scuffle or whatever with the referee. The NFL has announced that there will be no disciplinary measures for Deshaun Watson, at least from a suspension standpoint. And if you love the XFL, and if you love the USFL, well, you're going to love them together because multiple sources are saying that the XFL and USFL are working on a potential merger. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. 104.5 The Zone. Bree Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. And if you're having a great day, we welcome you in. If you're having a not-so-great day,
we'll make it great.
We'll make it great. It's not every day that everybody treats you with a...
Oh, I got a story for you.
In a great way or whatever.
I got a story for you.
It's hard sometimes. But listen, we're here for you, and we're going to work through this. You got a story?
Right here.
Ron Slay is here,
I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
What you got?
Man, I tell you what, you talk about people not having a great day, man. I pulled in.
It's happening.
It's happening.
People all over the city not having a great day.
All over the world.
Listen, we're here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was thinking earlier in the day, I was like, man, like some stuff you got to let go. You know what I mean? And just take a deep breath.
Let it go.
That's right.
Let it go.
That's right, huh? You know what I mean? And
you could have let that keep playing because, look, I'm mad at that movie because I've been saying that for years. Like, let it go. Life is short. Let it go. Don't give I'm just here.
You almost
now they make this movie, the song. We interviewed Josh Gad at Super Bowl. Like, it's all come in circle.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
I'm trying.
Hey, listen. I knew at some point today I was going to have to take my own advice. I pull in.
Pull in where?
Chick-fil-A. Back in. I back into the, see, the curbside.
Me too.
Curbside, what is it? Curbside service or like?
Curbside pickup.
Curbside pickup.
Yep.
Pull in right there. I back in. I'm sitting there ordering on my phone and just relaxing. Like, it'll be out in a minute. It's 8 other spaces wide open next to me. Older woman pulled up next to me, and she
not Babs. She's on assignment.
Yeah,
and she's not older.
Right.
before I get stuck with that.
Boy, yeah, Hunk will clip that. She'll play that for her. Dude, she pulled in.
Babs turned 26 this year.
That's right.
We finally acknowledged that she moved on from 25.
Yeah, it took a minute, but we got there.
Yeah, we got there.
Yeah. So she turned in and she hit me. She nudged me, like hit my truck, and I'm like, yeah, I'm parked. And there's 8 other spaces by me. And you know what? I said, damn, did she just hit my car? And I said to myself, hey, man, let this go. I got out the car, looked at it. Nice little she hit the tire. That's what's crazy. So the paint came off of her car. You know, I rubbed it off, got the little paint off. But then she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, my mother, she's having surgery. I'm just trying to come get her something. I said, hey. Don't even trip. It's all good.
Well, I mean, so that's a good example before you finish.
Yeah, no,
what you're doing. Like, you never know. You never know what someone's going through.
Yeah,
seriously. Like you get mad at something that happens on the interstate out there, or somebody doesn't treat you right in the drive-through line,
yeah.
or what. Like, you have no idea what someone's going through, or y'all calling into us,
right?
Like, our responsibility is to entertain you guys, and like, we take that very seriously, and so like. honestly, like our view of what we do is like we get 20 minutes with you, and you're going from a job you might not like home. We got you for like 20 minutes. We're gonna try to lighten your day.
Right.
That's what we're gonna try to do.
Absolutely.
And so honestly, like it really doesn't matter like what we're going through necessarily, but
Like, come on,
we're
man.
gonna get there. So what ended up happening? Nothing.
No, nothing. She was still going on and trying to explain. I'm like, hey, miss, don't even worry about it. Like, it's cool. I got back in the car and waited on them to bring my food and was like, hey, man, it is. Like, it's a lot of other things that could go worse that could be out of my control.
I say that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to save my panic for that.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't going to use my panic on my car getting hit.
Right.
And it ain't leaving no
somebody just
real
found
damage.
out they had cancer.
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I mean?
Like, yeah. I'm
Or
cool.
somebody, their mom just died.
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
Cool on that. Everything's perspective, man.
That's right. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, Twitch. You can watch the show. Candy B91, number 1 today.
Hey.
First in.
Snuck in now.
Top tier, tighten up. Beefman Taylor, 3rd. Ron Slay, 4th. Tracy, 4th. Tracy, 5th.
I like that. Good job, Tracy. And go Vols.
So Tracy understood that Tracy was 5th, not 4th. That was good. Seacraft at 22, 5th. So there's a fight there. Tracy, go Vols.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier, big game this weekend in the dog pound. That is definitely true. We'll get to that. Browns with some horrible news last night and confirmed today. Jim freaking Nance, 7th, and go Big Orange. People still on Tennessee. They're not diving off just because of what happened in the swamp.
No. Come lean on in. Did somebody say something? I missed it. Oh, it must have been on Facebook.
Uncle Bob, wow, FYI, this guy just backed into my new Porsche, 500 miles. I did not keep my cool.
Wow, now that's...
Come on, Uncle Bob.
Yeah, just breathe.
Uncle Bob shows up at remote sometimes.
Yeah, just breathe, Uncle Bob.
Yeah, deep breaths. That's life, deep breaths.
What?
That'll be my book, Slay, when I write a book.
Deep breath.
Deep breaths.
Deep breath.
3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
Yeah.
The F&M Bank Chat is open. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. You can watch the show live there.
I do have an idea for...
Hunk is on the phone, so Twitch, please.
Twitch,
Twitch, please.
In honor of Dawn Davenport, who is not here, she is on assignment, a very important assignment.
Yes.
One that involves T-shirts that have all of her family's names on them individually.
You must be able to be identified.
And
I still haven't sent that text yet. I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you need to.
To their entire family.
Yeah, you should, yes. I have an idea coming. We'll probably use it later in the show. I'm going to make sure I don't forget it. But I got an idea for the Titans to walk into the dog pound and welcome them in a sense.
Welcome them.
Yeah.
You have an idea how the visiting team can welcome the home team.
Yeah. Well,
all right. How are you going to do that?
I would say once getting to the end zone, because I think the Titans about to get into a rhythm and find the end zone quite a bit. I vote for them to then go into acknowledgement of the Happy Baby yoga pose once they get in the end zone. Whoever scores, yeah. Whoever scores, lay down right there, go in the Happy Baby yoga pose.
What is the Happy Baby yoga pose? I forget.
No,
like
Happy Baby. Yeah,
show it on TV.
This came up, I don't know, like a year ago.
We were still in the other studio when this
I could do it. Yeah.
Is this the turtle defense where you're on your back?
You're on your back and you're all up on all fours.
That's the turtle defense.
As Slay used to say, keep your feet in your hands.
Yeah, feet in hands.
Oh gosh.
Rocking baby style back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And with now you can't do this because you got your equipment on, but a hand towel was used in the process. But I'm just saying that right there, I think that would make them feel so at home. Happy Baby yoga pose. That's what my petition is all week. I need one Titan to step up. I need one to step up. One Happy Baby yoga pose in the end zone. I'm telling you, man, Cleveland is going to be so receptive of this. And most importantly, quarterback.
Player most likely to do the pose. Who would you pick?
That was a good one.
All I'm saying is, if Tannehill did it, it would literally blow the roof off the entire city of Nashville.
So we would love him. They love him
because that is 100% not his character.
Yeah, it is. I can't think of one. Maybe Chig maybe is an extrovert a little bit. He seemed like he liked to have fun.
I thought personally, it would be a scoop and score on a sack and be like Tierre Tart.
Oh, if anybody on the
Tierre
defense
Tart.
would do it.
Tierre Tart would do it.
In a heartbeat.
Tierre Tart would do it.
In a heartbeat. And somebody ought to run
By
off
the way,
what?
how about that swim move by Tierre Tart?
That's a man.
And drop the running back in the backfield.
We talked about that man all in preseason, man. That man's a maniac.
Greg Cosell has started to bring him up without us even bringing him up. Undrafted guy out of Chattanooga.
Maniac.
Self-made man.
Yes. And go just wait till this year up. Stay healthy, big fella.
Sorry, I got in your way.
No,
with that.
you cool.
It just made me think about Tierre Tart.
That's straight. I was just gonna say somebody come off the bench, run onto the field with a hand towel, and try and cover him up. Whoever's doing the Happy Baby Yoga.
Tyler
pose.
on YouTube says, "I want to see Big Jeff absolutely body Watson."
Oh, you ain't got to worry about that.
Listen, Deshaun Watson, like everybody was talking in the offseason, oh, he's back now.
Knock that
like
rust
he had
off.
the rust off last year. Like he's back now. Last night, he did not look good to me, man.
Primetime game, too.
He has already been sacked 9 times, which is tied for 5th in the NFL.
9 times.
Yeah. Happy Baby Yoga pose is going to be needed after this game.
No question. Do you like 2 Monday Night Football games going on at the same time? I mean, there was an hour in between.
For
But
betting purposes, yes, but
How much of the first one did you actually watch?
no, I turned on Steelers-Browns once it came on. I couldn't care less about Carolina.
I didn't watch Carolina.
I was
Like,
about
I
to say,
wanted to see
Carolina-
Bryce Young for a second, but
Only reason you watch Carolina is because you're going to have to play them at some point in time of the season.
I bet on
But
them.
other than that, there's literally no reason to turn that game on.
No.
Nick Chubb out for the season. That's awful, man.
Gruesome,
Awful.
too. Gruesome. Was he the one that got hurt against Tennessee?
Yes.
The Vols.
Yes.
Eric,
He tore his
Gordon.
he tore his
Eric Gordon hit
ACL
him.
against the Vols, and
Yep.
Todd Gurley tore his ACL against Auburn.
Gurley, too. Did No Sean Marino tear his knee up, too? Why don't I keep thinking
I think so.
You know
I think
what I'm
like
saying?
all of the Georgia running backs.
When they had that stable. Good gracious, man.
There's another one, too, that I can't think of off the top
It
of my
is.
head. Anyway, yeah. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski said today that Jerome Ford will be the number 1 running back moving forward, that Nick Chubb is, in fact, out for the year.
Kareem Hunt was there. Sitting in the suite watching the game.
Oh, man. These sweet takes.
Everybody's in the suite.
Chris Jones in the suite, signed.
Everybody, yeah, signed.
Kareem Hunt in the suite.
Hey, man, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? All right, Jim Wyatt coming up next, TennesseeTitans.com, at Jay Wyatt Sports. Titans a 27-24 winner in overtime against the Chargers. We'll talk with Jimmy about that next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? This is your opportunity to dive into Superbook with your boy, Big Slay. That's right. I'm all over it, man. I mean, Parsley, rocking and rolling. Man, I missed it by 1 last night, but on another Parsley, I did get the Steelers to win money line and to hit the over and for New Orleans to cover. I missed it when I missed the alternate spread, but overall, we won, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you got to pay attention to 3HL at 5 o'clock hour when we come on Zone TV. Boom, Parsley is right there. So you ain't got to DM me or text me or anything asking for it. But here, this is for you all that are first bettors. First bet bonus is allowed to you. You got to go and download the Superbook Sports app. And when you go and sign up, then you deposit. Then you wager. It's going down, man. Use the word SLAY as your promo code. $250 with win or loss. That's your first bet up to $250. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem code 1-800-889-9789. Book it.
All right. How about a new house? You looking to buy a new one and you need the cash now instead of having to wait for your current house to sell? Loan Pronto. They can help you out. They have a dream home bridge loan thing going on right now, which helps you to dive into the equity that you have in your home, get the cash out you need, make a clean offer on your new home that you want to be your forever home, and then boom, you have the cash to cover the down payment, and you can get the cash in a matter of days. So you find the house, go ahead and do it. Very little paperwork, usually no appraisal needed. Go after the house you want, your dream house. The bridge loan will completely disappear after your current house sells, and it's only Loan Pronto that can help you do this. Don't put off your dream. Let Loan Pronto help you out. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com, 499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Tupac Tuesday on 3HL. What up?
This make me want to go get in my car every single time.
Yeah. Don't change the channel, people.
Yeah, like just
Keep it on us.
Just wait till the beginning of each segment so you can hear a little pop. Dang, man.
We'll keep playing some stuff, but just
got
hang
you.
with us. You can listen to Tupac later.
We got you.
I'm the same way.
Telling you, man.
It's typically I'll like later tonight, like I'll sit on my porch or something and then just turn on the speaker into Tupac.
That's it.
Once Hunk plays like 6 or 7.
It gets you in that mood, man.
It does. Again, man, thoughts and prayers up to Nick Chubb, man.
Most definitely.
Browns fall in Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football 26-22 to the Steelers. That's not the surprising part, and that's not really the story. You and I both took the money line with the Steelers on that one. Take that guy that said, I always bet against Slay and Brent because of the Florida game. Like, okay.
Right.
If you're going to do that, then fine. Go out there on your own because you're perfect. But we did hit last night, so you're welcome. But star running back Nick Chubb went down with a knee injury. It was gruesome. You said you tried not to watch the replay. I did not watch the replay because once I heard people saying, like I saw it in real time kind of in the distance.
Yeah.
And then I read on Twitter like that his knee turned all the way around. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
I saw it happen. My wife saw the halftime report of
Who's
him
a
being
nurse.
who's a nurse, and she goes, "Oh, can you show me the video?" I said, "No, you don't want to see it. It was nasty." I said, "You don't want to see it." I woke up this morning. I said, "Did you ever even see a picture of it?" She goes, "Oh no, I've watched the video 15 times."
Yeah, that's
15 times.
Yeah, Babsy's like that too. Babsy's always trying to like show us what's the name of that Dr. Pimple Popper or whatever.
She's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, I just kept having to see if I could figure out what really happened.
Yeah, I think everything was torn. How about that? I don't know. I'm no doctor, but
I will tell you, boy, they were without question hitting. I don't know if they got new boom mics down there on the field or what, but boy, you could hear the clacking.
We talked
on.
about that. Going in, like, okay, I know what Pittsburgh did last week, but this is an interdivisional game that goes way back in
FC
time.
North is different, man. You
And
get they hit
So
hard.
we both went Pittsburgh. And, you know, if you want to see a gruesome knee injury, Napoleon Kaufman is the one that did it for me. And then we had a chance to talk with him at Army-Navy game. He almost died on the field playing for the Raiders.
Really?
Yeah, because he had nerve. Like he had, gosh, I forget all.
He almost lost his leg. Like gone.
Well, that after he almost died.
After he almost
both
died.
of those things happened. And just the best dude, too.
You know the one that did it for me? Willis McGahee at Miami.
The national championship
That
game.
hey dog, it just gave me chills right
Yes,
now. I
Ohio
was
State.
watching that. That was rough.
Questionable call in overtime.
Yeah, that was rough. Rough dog.
I always get nervous when Brett Bryan walks in here with his phone.
I know, because we've got Jim Wyatt. We're like, great. Is Rhett breaking something that Wyatt may not know? Like, what's going on?
Uh-oh.
And instead, he's showing
Tom Pelissero.
Hey!
Veteran running back Kareem Hunt is visiting the Browns per source. Makes perfect sense.
We just talked about he was in the suite.
He was in the suite
guy
last
in
night.
suite, then gets signed.
Yep.
Chris Jones, signed. In the suite, then signed. Kareem Hunt in the suite last night.
He was
Hey,
up
man.
there, yeah.
I'm here.
Hey, Slay, weren't you in a suite on Sunday?
I was in the suite.
It was arteries, yeah. So, Rhett Bryan talking about Napoleon Kaufman, yeah, it tore his arteries. Yeah, he almost bled out.
like dog.
Like inside.
Come on, man.
Jim Wyatt with us to join this fascinating and great conversation. Jim Wyatt, what's up?
Not too much. Hope everybody's doing well today.
Yeah, we're good. Jay Wyatt Sports. Do you remember that Napoleon Kaufman injury? By chance?
I do. Yeah, I do. And, the one that I always go back to is Joe Theismann. I'm old enough to remember his, and which was pretty horrific. So those are bad. I'm not, intended to see the Chubb, but you know how it is on social media. You just scroll through, somebody's got it, so prayers to him. That's just an awful injury. Feel so badly for him where he is at his stage of his career, his contract situation, and just sounds like he's such a great guy. You could tell by the outpouring of support for him on social media last night just how well respected he is across the league. So terrible injury, just a dangerous sport, and I'll be curious to see what they do end up doing. Kareem Hunt makes sense, but I have to tell you what, Ford looked pretty good last night for them, I thought.
He did.
Noticed.
Yeah, so Jerome Ford, where is it? I had it written down here.
That's one thing about it.
Maybe I didn't. 16 carries, 100 and something yards.
Yeah. with one big, huge run when he cut back against the grain and took off for about 70. But
16 carries, 106 yards. I wrote that down. Where am I? Anyway, yeah.
It always seems like in those games, the backups always thrive in those situations when you got a lead dog in front, and then it kind of shifts a bit when you become the focal point. I don't think we have to necessarily deal with that right here with the Titans, Jim, but, man, it sure is a luxury to have a guy like Tajay Spears being able to relieve Derrick Henry, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, and now the question the Titans have is just what the workload looks like. And I personally thought it was a pretty good, from carries to snaps to production. I thought it was a pretty good formula on Sunday. I know it's hard for some people not to see Derrick Henry on the field, but you got to give Tajay Spears some credit that he was good on third down. His average per carry was good. He gives the team a different change of pace, and Derrick Henry continues to probably be this player's best. This team's best player on offense. I mean, he's going to play, but you got a guy like Spears, and to hear Mike Vrabel talk about yesterday is that blocking for him hasn't really been great. So you give him a little bit of room to work with. He's due to bust one, and he had some big runs on Sunday.
Well, what's interesting about those two is, like, why does one have to be better than the other? Why can't we get to the place where, like, both of those guys are one unit? You know what I mean? And, like, they both do things exceptionally well. I'd like to see both of them in the backfield from time to time. And I guess we'll get there with fans, but, like, I just keep hearing people, comparing the two. And I don't think that's really the point, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you need them both. And I think the team's better. Derrick has never complained about having so many carries, and you get the sense he never wants to come out of the game. And I think for this team's best interest, for his best interest, for everybody's best interest, you've got two backs that you can use, and it helps you game plan and take advantage of matchups. It keeps those guys fresher. So it's a good problem to have. Just figuring out how to come up with the distribution of carries, the workload, and I think that's something that is a work in progress, and a lot of it's going to be based on matchups and defenses and success.
Yeah. The greatest thing I love about it, Jim, when you got either one of those guys in, the play action works with both of them. It's different when you got one coming in on third down. You're like, okay, this is a passing down. No, Spears hit it up in between the tackles too, and they also use him not just on third down. He comes in on first downs, second downs. It doesn't matter. So I think that's going to bode well. Who do you think played off of that and received the most production, being able to play off of Spears and Derrick Henry from the successful production they had? Was it Traylon Burks? Was it Chris Moore? Was it Chig, or a collective unit of them all?
I think it was all of them. I think Ryan Tannehill certainly benefits when the running game's going well. I think his numbers in play action were something like 7 and 9 for 125, and the deep ball to Burks and the deep ball to Moore both came off of play action. And I don't think that somebody in the mailbag this morning just was talking about how they think the Titans are too predictable when one guy's in there opposed to the other. I disagree with that. I mean, I think both of them have shown that they're got a willingness to block. Both of them are capable of catching the ball out of the backfield. I think both of them make defenses get on their heels a little bit. So I just think you got to keep working that. I think that's how this team's going to be good if you can get the play action going.
Yeah. Tim Wyatt with us at Wyatt Sports. Ryan Tannehill bounced back, obviously, from one of his worst games, maybe his worst game. And he said, just chill, basically, all weekend. And it was tough to watch the tape and all those things. But, man, that 70-yard pass to Traylon Burks really opened everything up. And the 3 drives prior to that, Titans go downs, punt, -3 total yards and 3 sacks. And then after that, 344 yards and 27 points. Just opened everything up.
Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit because, he got beat up last week, and he probably deserved to get beat up some because he didn't play very well. He threw 3 picks, could have thrown 5. Turn the ball over is really what cost this team the law, last week against the Saints, and that's why they lost. But I think, people, need to hesitate before burying a guy after one game. Just like you don't want to praise him too much after Sunday. I mean, it's a long season. He's going to have highs and lows. A lot of the quarterbacks struggled in week 1, but some of the stuff that maybe he heard and some of the criticism that he got felt like was a little bit over the top. And so, I mean, good for him that he settled in and played well, but we're just 2 games into a 17-game regular season, and there's going to be it's going to be a roller coaster. And I think what you need him to do, what you need everybody to do, just try to be consistent. Don't turn the ball over. Get the ball to your playmakers. Give your team a chance to win, and that's what the theme is going to be all season.
You got both teams, both sides of the ball, being able to kind of redeem themselves from the last game. Offense catching a rhythm, striking, finding the end zone, and then the defense being put back into a position where they can close out a game, get the ball back, get a stop, and kind of help lead to a victory. Which team which side of the ball takes this momentum and runs forward, or do they both do it, Jim? I know what we want, but what do you see? Do you see it growing offensively? We know what the defense's mindset and confidence has been. Do you see the offense starting to raise to that level?
Well, you definitely need both of them to do it because, certainly, week in and week out, the challenge is going to be different. I thought what was so great about the defense is they stepped up and rose to the occasion when it mattered most, and that was in overtime on Sunday. I mean, that group wasn't perfect. I know Mike Vrabel, I think he said he counted 7 missed tackles, maybe 3 on one play. Maybe it was eight missed tackles, 3 on one play. That's not a lot. Right. But they gave up some plays downfield, but I thought they settled down, and getting the 3 and out in overtime to give the team a chance to win was huge. Offensively, yes, Ryan Tannehill played a lot better, but it wasn't perfect. He got sacked 5 times, and there were some possessions early that were not pretty. And I think now you just got to try to build consistency on both sides of the football. And defensively, just watching the Browns last night, they're really good. They're going to challenge the Titans offensively. You saw how Deshaun Watson struggled some when the Steelers were able to pressure him. I think that's the challenge on Sunday, is trying to do the same thing. So they need both sides to kind of gel and just play consistently good football.
Yeah, that challenge in Cleveland coming up next Sunday. You can catch it right here on 104.5 The Zone. Jim Wyatt from TennesseeTitans.com. All of your Titans content there at J Wyatt Sports. But Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator with Cleveland, I remember here that he loved to dial up some pressure, especially on 3rd and long. With Cleveland, what I've noticed in the first couple of games is that he's got the elements to just kind of base pressure you. What do you anticipate from that Cleveland defense coming up on Sunday?
Yeah, I think, obviously Myles Garrett's a guy you got to worry about on just about every snap, but they've been good in the secondary. They have been good pressuring. Titans are going to have to be good on 1st and 2nd down to keep from getting in 3rd and long, predictable situations where they can kind of pin their ears back and come after you. So I think being able to run the football and having some success early would go a long way in helping them have more success on offense on Sunday.
Gotta love that. Where do you see Shane Bowen going with this? How do you attack this? Because I thought Sean Murphy-Bunting did a terrific job. I thought Roger McCreary did an excellent job moving. So can you see more one-on-one and being able to allow some blitz dial-ups from what you were watching in the game against Cleveland and the way you saw the Titans secondary play in this last game versus come on, Slay. Who they just play?
Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah, golly. Yeah. I'm in your mailbag.
Well, I mean,
my fault, Jim.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Titans, have shown, with guys like Arden Key and Nico Autry and Jeffrey Simmons and now here Landry that, they've got some guys who can get there, and ideally you can get some pressure without having to send extra blitzers. But I think you want to give Deshaun Watson some different looks. I mean, the Steelers came after him last night, and there were times when he got flustered and he got hit. If you let him sit back there and get comfortable, he's going to do it look a lot better than he did at times last night. So I think it's got to be kind of a combination, mixing your coverages, mixing your blitz packages, try to get bodies on him.
Gotcha.
And I'll just be curious to see what the crowd's like up there. I mean, I think obviously they were dealing with a lot of frustration last night against the Steelers, and things didn't always look pretty at times. But then it came down to the last drive, and they still had a chance to win that game. So I'll be curious just to see how much patience their fans have up there, because there's clearly going to be some frustration after losing, one of your most popular players and one of your best players in Nick Chubb.
Great stuff, Jimmy. Appreciate it. TennesseeTitans.com is the website. All your Titans content needs will be met there. Thank you, Jimmy.
Appreciate it, Jim.
Okay, y'all have a good one. Thank you.
All right, at Jay Wyatt Sports. Yeah, that's a tough storyline. They've got other injuries they're dealing with, too, in Cleveland, with several starters that got nicked up and didn't finish that game against the Steelers. You're right, man. Those AFC North games, that's why I was looking forward to watching it. Like, okay, Carolina's on, and awesome. But once that Steelers-Browns game came on, I switched it.
It was electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Oh man, did you see our guy? Boogie, woogie, woogie. Did you see our guy, Chris Stapleton?
That intro was legit.
Dog.
I missed it.
I missed it. It was amazing.
I got text because we played it twice. I got text from a bunch of people that were listening to us that said how great it was.
It seriously only gave you like what we played was maybe a fourth of what you actually got.
You still have what we had? The promo?
On top of it, Rose.
Chris Stapleton and Snoop Doggy Dog.
Man, yeah, but guess what though? Go to the one that it's a real good one out on YouTube.
Right. Well, I want to give people a taste in case they missed it, and then let them go find the.
They got to make a song. They need to make a full song. Chris Stapleton, I'm listen.
Well, it's 2 days in a row you've had a message from Chris Stapleton.
I'm telling you, man, like it's his fault for being able to sound that good. It's so.
It's his fault.
I need that song. I need that song.
Here's the promo that we had yesterday leading into Monday Night Football. Oh, man. I mean, they play it for both games.
All I know, so I missed it.
We don't know because nobody watched the Panthers game.
Yeah, I missed. Apparently they did for that, and I missed it. So I went and found it this morning. I searched all night for it last night.
I'm gonna find it during the break.
Oh no, I think I ain't got that thing on standby. You must be crazy.
By the way, the Saints beat the Panthers in a forest. The tree falls in the forest.
It's like
20-17.
All you need to know is that Bryce Young cannot run a QB sneak. Frank Wright said that just a little while ago. Because he's not big enough.
I turned it on a couple of times during the commercials, and like what I saw from him was what you see from a lot of rookie quarterbacks, him running around back there. And like he was running around on one play, and then he ran like to the left, and then he threw it down the left sideline, and two receivers were there, and they ran into each other, and the ball fell 5 yards out of bounds anyway, and it just looked like
I love it.
A bunch of Keystone Cops. Bryce Young, 22 of 33, 153 yards and a touchdown. Carolina ran the ball 19 times for 100 yards. Derek Carr, 21 of 36, 228, and an interception. I mean, just listen. Just put the score down and move on. You know what I mean? Before that game even happens. Like, if you'd have just told us, okay, Saints win 20-17, y'all don't have to watch it, we're not even going to play it, would we be okay as a country?
Gotcha.
We would be united.
Perfect. Sound like the right end.
In lockstep as a country.
That's it. I wish they wouldn't have got that last drive. They made me lose money.
Yeah, you were complaining about
Bryce
that. I wasn't even watching. You were texting. I was like, oh, yeah, great. And you were like, no, they just lost.
You showed this ain't great.
I wasn't even watching.
It's not. I'm about to lose, yo.
Get it together.
Great.
All right, Tennessee lost to Florida in the swamp. They got their ass handed to them physically and on both sides of the ball on the lines of scrimmage. A lot of y'all were waiting for Justin from Smyrna and his 5'6" butt to call in yesterday. He didn't do it. He's on hold right now.
Hey.
Justin in Smyrna will lead us off when we come back, and he'll give it to us about Florida beating Tennessee next on 104.5 The Zone. Smoky Mountaintops, that's where you need to go to improve your home. Football season is back, and, man, it's like a lot of people out there are like, man, should I sell my home or should I redo some stuff? Like, if you redo your countertops with Smoky Mountaintops, you'll feel like you're in a brand new home. And football season is here. Change is in the air. If you're thinking about changing your home's kitchen or bath countertops, call the pros at Smoky Mountaintops. I'm proud to tell you about my friends Mike McGrady and his crew at Smoky Mountaintops for more than 25 years. Smoky Mountaintops has been crafting beautiful custom countertops residentially and commercially. And you can check out the new Honstone Quartz Collection by Hyundai LNC at Smoky Mountaintops at SmokyMountaintops.com. Right there. Honstone's new designs have depth and translucency that's never been seen before. Created by Earth and designed for beautiful living, Honstone Quartz has many designs from which you can choose. Smoky Mountaintops' friendly sales team will help bring your project to life, whether it's Neyland Stadium, where they've done many jobs, Geodis Park Club Suite, same thing there, or your residential project. Smoky Mountaintops would love the opportunity to earn your business. SmokyMountaintops.com is the website. You can check them out there. Quality, service, dedication, SmokyMountaintops.com.
What's happening, Ron Slay here, man? I am out walking around, man, with no limp or nothing anymore. Like, it happened for so long, and I was like, man, you know what? It'll go away. I'll pop me some Aleve, and inflammation will leave. I'll be good for 2 or 3 days.
You did do that forever.
Man, forever.
Forever.
I still got them in my car.
Forever, ever.
Hey, it's over with. They're going to stay in the car in storage because I am done with that.
You do have storage
I'm
in
telling
your
you,
car.
I have plenty of it. Plenty of stuff in there, y'all. You can get rid of yours too, man. If you taking that same inflammation pills or whatever it may be, man, to try to knock it out. Holistic stem cell therapy. That's what I did. Dr. Kellum, stemcellinstitute.com, kellumstemcellinstitute.com. That's what I dialed into, explained it to a T. It's knocked it all out, man. My shoulder's feeling better, knee feeling better, not walking with a limp, man, even when I didn't go play. I'm telling you. This is for everyone, not just former athletes. Give them a call today. Get a free consultation. 615-850-4415. It's your body, your cells, your solution. Why wouldn't you do it?
Round we go. Tupac Tuesday on 3HL 104.5. The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Dawn Davenport will be back tomorrow. She's on assignment.
Mm-hmm.
She can talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll let her.
I was just listening. I get caught up in Tupac Tuesday.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, yo.
Saints beat the Panthers 20-17. Any of y'all catch that? Saints are 2-0, Panthers 0-2. Texans 0-2. Colts 1-1. Just thinking about the rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
First, please.
You are all in the chat there, Slay Dog. I see you.
Yeah, I'm out there, man. It's out there.
I don't have it on my. I got an iPad not too long ago, so I can't. I need your help. I need your technological help.
There are some people that are in the chat. We couldn't play the Chris Stapleton intro for Monday Night Football on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch and Facebook and those places. So if you missed it, we did tweet it out.
You tweeted out the whole thing.
Whole video.
With Snoop and everything.
Go to the 3HL 104.5. You can watch it there.
Dude, I just watched it. Like, add another Snoop verse, add another Stapleton verse, release that, make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars.
Man.
Who came up with this idea?
Oof. I don't know. They were genius, though.
Let's get Stapleton and Snoop and do a Monday Night Football intro. Like, who had that idea?
I want to know what he just charged just to sit and sing to me. Like, I don't need to just give me a bottle and about 3 cigars.
Like, when you're hanging out on the front porch,
yeah,
and Stapleton just come and sit down in your driveway?
Let it go.
Well, not your driveway because you'll fall down.
Yeah.
You've got a steep incline in your driveway.
Yeah. Let me put him on the back porch.
If you sat down in a chair in your driveway, you would tumble down to the street.
Come down there. And I'll meet you at the bottom of the hill.
You made me nervous. The one day I pulled in to pick you up to go to the airport. It was like still dark, so it was like 5 a.m. or something. And number one, I was worried that I had the wrong house because you told me that you had ex-military next to you.
That's right.
I'm like, I don't want to pull all the way up.
No, you don't.
But you did tell me, like, if you don't come at an angle, you'll bottom out the front of your car.
Yeah.
And so I knew it was good.
Yep. Maybe just want to stay at the bottom.
Stapleton sitting in one of those chairs that you're at, like, travel baseball in with a guitar playing the sleigh.
Hey, well, you talking about fried, I'll make myself get fried.
How much would he charge for that?
How much would I drink? That's the next question.
Here we go. 3 songs, and you do like a neighborhood party, and everybody pays whatever they pay, and the money goes to like Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital.
Oh, man.
And Chris Stapleton just does like a block party for 3 songs.
Oh, man. That'll be beyond dope.
And then Snoop hears about it, and he flies in.
He come do it.
And then he just like walks in from like down the street.
Pull up in the low rider. Snoop, what you doing over here? Heard Stapleton was around.
Oh man, I'm all in. Did you hear about Tennessee losing to Florida?
I did,
over the
man.
weekend?
I did. I've been waiting here.
Here's Justin in Smyrna, ready to offer paybacks. Justin, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Justin?
Hey,
Talk to us.
number one on the front
Hey.
end. Congrats on your win there, bro.
Win.
Appreciate it. No hindsight talk, Slay, all right?
I said that in the get-go.
No, for real, though. I just want to take a moment of silence for all these Vol fans and all their hopes and dreams go down the drain. I also bought stock into Home Depot and Lowe's. You know, the drywall repair kits are probably number one sellers about this day and age.
Yeah.
But on the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries, I'm still trying to find out where all these Tennessee Vols fans went.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You know what one gonna be.
You're gonna be sitting right there. I already know.
Live and direct.
It was about 60 degrees this morning. I could have swore I seen a homeless guy burning a Tennessee shirt just to stay warm. It's crazy.
Hey, you know, Justin, what the consolation is for us for y'all winning though?
What?
What just happened is y'all got Napier. He's gonna get extended, so y'all get to hold on to Napier for at least 3 more years. That contract gonna get extended at the end of the year.
And it does show that he does better the longer he's at a program. So we'll extend it
Okay,
for now.
I like that. I like
Positivity.
that.
I like
that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's salute to that. Yeah.
This is like some very low-key trash talk going on between you guys.
and without Hooker and Hyatt, I swear to God, it looked like Butch Jones on the sideline out there.
Hey, what does streetwalkers have to do with this?
Yeah, salute, Justin, man. You deserve it all, dog. You got it. You got it for a year, baby. We'll see you.
Hey,
we'll see you next year.
And I had a Titans victory this weekend. I said my weekend couldn't get any better, Coach.
Couldn't get no better than that. I hope you bet on it, man. You would have been riding high. Y'all was favored too. I mean, not favored. Y'all was underdog too. Big money. Baby.
I will say this though: if these running backs got to be crazy at the new CBA, if they don't have some kind of injury guarantee, because it is guaranteed to be a running back and be injured. It's crazy. My prayers go out to Nick Chubb. It was sickening to watch.
Yeah, well said.
I wish I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah,
that was a tough one.
And I will say this: every father out there that has a pee-wee football player, you have got to be crazy to put your kid at running back. I would never do that for my son.
Quarterback or receiver, they protected, huh?
Or in rusher or cornerback.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, brother. Man. Congrats on the win, man.
Justin.
Love it.
Hey, y'all have a good one.
All right, see you, man. 615-737-1045. It's almost like we were sitting in the library and y'all were just kind of trash talking across the table.
Yeah, but see,
just kind of low key.
You just got to know what Justin's is. You know what I mean?
Because literally, you were like, "Congratulations, you get to extend Billy Napier."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Well, he does better as the season goes on.
He kind of felt
as his tenure goes on."
You know the weirdest? Okay. I heard the weirdest thing today.
What'd you hear today?
I was listening to Buck's show, and I heard a caller call in and say, "He's had enough."
Snort.
Yeah, he's had enough. He's had enough of hypo.
What?
He doesn't understand,
What?
Just wait. He doesn't understand how everybody continues to give him time. Like his time has ran its course.
He's 15-4 in his last 19 games.
Yo, when I heard it, I was like,
Dooley.
I couldn't believe
what?
I couldn't believe Buck didn't go in on him. Like
what?
Yeah, he just
kind
of let that just slide under the radar. I guess it was so egregious. It was like, okay,
y'all, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. This is factual. Okay. This is factual.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
15-4 in 19 gays.
That man went up to hype.
Listen, 19 games ago, what would Tennessee fan have put into the collective to be 15-4?
Oh my goodness!
With a win over Alabama and Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord! Yeah, gotta get rid of him.
He got to go, man.
He's not undefeated.
I wanted Buck to ask him so bad, and go get who? Who you want him to go get?
Tied at one.
Yeah. Undefeated. He's not undefeated. Fire him.
Like,
how does that guy live his life?
Yeah.
How does he go, day to day and manage his life?
That was amazing. It was actually amazing when I was like, whoa. This
actually and factually.
Yeah, listen, he got the right number. I think he was trying to call somebody else.
About somebody else.
Yeah, maybe another station in another state.
By the way, Butch Jones did get the win over the weekend.
Hey!
They're 1-2. 615-737-1045 at 3HL1045 on Twitter. Browns Titans coming up on Sunday, and there is a running back visiting in Cleveland. We'll tell you about it. Take more of your phone calls. 615-737-1045.
What's happening, good people, man? I'm talking about the weight. How does it come off? Well, you got to dial into somebody that you trust. Losing weight, it can naturally increase testosterone, lower blood pressure, and cholesterol, help with 2 types of diabetes. And with this journey, you're going to get support every single week, making tweaks to help you keep losing weight. You're going to get that help from your coach. Now, when it was time for me to put more life back in my life, I did it with Awaken 180 weight loss. I knew weight had been holding me back, and in just a couple of months, I dropped 45 pounds. I'm back out there moving around freely, not having to pop any Aleve or anything like that. Helped too, man. It's so many things you got to do, man, on your weight loss journey that can be taken care of with Awaken 180. When you need a plan, I'm used to being coached, used to taking a plan and going out and executing it. That's exactly what I did with Coach Sam. I got it back right. And now I'm eating chicken biscuits and everything else I want, baby. My breakfast and stuff is back. Yeah, good sauces. You got weight you need to lose. Do what I did. Lose it every week with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Schedule your consultation by calling 844-346-1800 at awaken180weightloss.com.
Go to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Beautiful week for a beautiful drive out to the beautiful vehicle buying experience that you will have. The best vehicle buying experience you'll ever have at Gupton. Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's what's going to happen. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. Take 24 west to exit 35. That exit about 9 miles outside the city. And then, as I said, a beautiful drive into the best vehicle buying experience you've ever had. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there as well. So while you pretend to work, you can find that next new vehicle at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. GuptonMotors.com. Again, the website. I've bought multiple vehicles from these guys. They're awesome people. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. There will be no pressure at all. They simply want you in the vehicle that's right for you, and that's what will happen. So go up there, take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Same drummer.
Good afternoon from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunt. A lot of Browns news after that game last night. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski held his press conference earlier today saying that it is official that Nick Chubb is done for the season and that Jerome Ford will be RB1 coming up against the Titans on Sunday. Deshaun Watson will be playing in the game, even though he came in contact with an official. During Monday Night Football, the NFL will not put out any disciplinary measures for him that would cost him any playing time. And just a few moments ago, we found out that Kareem Hunt is going to be working out for the Cleveland Browns today. I Guess he just went ahead and just went with the plane and just rode back with them last night. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols. Flagship station for your Tennessee Titans as well as home 23HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
For HL 104.5 The Zone, Prince already with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Just go ahead and clip that. It's going to be like that every week, every day this week.
Yeah.
Rain not in the forecast till Sunday, I heard.
Oh,
I haven't really looked.
that's just for here.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you want? Spokane, Washington?
No, I was just making sure.
It's going to be a beautiful day in Cleveland.
That's
as
what I
well
was going to say.
on Sunday.
I hope it ain't raining up
It's a
there.
high of 71.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I did look at that yesterday, and yeah, I think it's at 70, but yeah.
Still Cleveland, but yeah.
Cleveland.
Cleveland is Cleveland.
Actually, it's going to be warmer than I thought. So 86 tomorrow, 85 Thursday, 85 Friday, 86 Saturday, 85 Sunday. Chance of rain Monday, 79. 78, 79, 79, 81, 80, 79, 79. We getting a little consistency there.
Sound like my report card.
That's not good, huh?
Y'all, kids don't understand right now. When we were kids, they used to give us like physical report cards
Yes.
where the teacher would write in your grade in pen.
Yep.
Talk about anxiety. That's where my anxiety started. At every 6 weeks.
And listen, you would carry it home in this little manila folder. And you would have to wait for your, like, in my case, I'm sure a lot of cases, like, if you had a single parent especially, you had to wait for your parent to come home. So you're just sitting there for, like, 3-4 hours, just you and your thoughts.
Just festering. the longest time in the world.
And I'm not going to, like, I never did this, but I had friends that did it that would change the grade.
Oh, now.
With a pen. Because, like, a 79 suddenly looked like a 99.
Mm-hmm.
I never did that, but
Let me tell you.
Rule follow.
When they came out with they started printing the report cards, and then they had the carbon copy up underneath it. Like, I did it twice. I did it twice.
You did?
I did it twice. I made the honor roll twice because on that I figured out you can erase. You can take your eraser and erase the grade.
Well, sometimes they would use the Papermate, like, erasable pen.
Dude.
But you're saying, like, the computer generated
Yeah, so
thing?
it's printed, like, 60, you made a 65.
85.
Oh, that's 85 all day long. I mean, all day long. You know what I
Slay
mean?
was at graduation. Everybody's like, Slay, why aren't they naming you? You
No.
always had great grades.
No, that's when I got the
kids,
OGL. With
y'all
that
think kids are
1.25.
getting into stuff now. I mean,
like,
we were
dude.
just low-key down, in the bushes getting into stuff.
I'm like, man, I'm not finna go and have these bad grades. Like, I can control this. Why would I, in my right mind, go and present this card to my mom?
Right. I mean, it's almost expected. Like, you have to do that, right? Like, I mean, when it's that easy of an option.
Go on and catch me.
Like, you're almost doing it wrong if you don't do it, right? Slay?
Exactly. I'm getting the whooping. I'm gonna get the beating, or I'm gonna get grounded, or whatever. I might as well go and take the chance and risk it, since I'm being
because if you
punishment
don't
anyway.
do it, you're going to get the grounding.
That's all
If you
I'm
do it
saying.
and get caught, you're going to get the grounding. But if you do it and
And
don't
get
get
what-
caught, honor roll, here we
Hey,
are.
let's go, baby!
Congrats, Slay. Let's start a party.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go
Hey,
to
man,
do?
yeah. And then
Kobe
you make it
Steaks
up.
over
Come
there
on,
by
dog.
Parthenon. That was my spot.
Shoot. Then you ain't got to make. I don't need no makeups or nothing. No, I just need to go hard the next 6 weeks. That's when they used to do 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Go hard the next 6 weeks and make up for
But
it.
inevitably, like you would get your report card, you would take like a couple weeks off and be like, I can fix this toward the end.
Yep.
And then there's not enough time.
It ain't. Then you scrambling. Boy, I'm telling you.
All right, here's the story, kids. Just work hard from day one.
That's right.
And then you don't have to worry about it.
So don't. I'm gonna tell you what, man. The older I got when I went back, when I went back to UT, man, that work was it wasn't easy, but it was like, darn, man, I could have been doing this.
Yeah. See, that's what I think. Like, now, it's funny because, like, your personality type kind of changes over time. Like, right now, like, I'm so competitive now that I would have gotten straight A's all the way through right now.
Yeah.
But back then, it was like, hang out with my friends and, like, it'll all work out. And
I was competitive.
I'll do enough to get by. And
Still doing it. Damn that.
But you went back and you did great.
I did. And I will say, when I got left, I had to go back and repeat the 7th grade the first semester.
When I got left.
Yeah, people used to say that. You got left behind.
You got left back. Yeah.
I got
That's
left
right.
back.
I forgot about that.
I got left back. But I got left back because of tardies. So when I went back though, I was doing the 8th grade work again. I'm like, hey dog, this is so easy. Like you get, I think classes were 45 to 50 minutes before you had to change. Man, I'm sitting in there, they give you the work, do it in 20 minutes. I'm looking at Miss Sandifer, shout out Miss Sandifer. I'm looking at her like, man, what am I supposed to do for these last 30 minutes? She would just let me run errands around school because they knew I wasn't supposed to be back in there, man.
Yeah.
I just had to do that first semester, but I was a teacher. I was all the teacher's pets. They had me passing notes, teacher to teacher. I was doing all kinds, going to get popcorn.
I was the same way. Teachers all loved me, which really helped me. And like it helps you in like if you're on the borderline of anything, whatever anything is in school, if you're on the borderline, it helps.
You better form
when the teachers love you.
Dog.
That's what life is. That was the life lesson.
I'm telling
Relationships.
you. Yeah, buddy. You better
Well, I'll
figure it
tell
out.
you this. In 9th grade at Hume Fogg, we were dissecting, I was in biology, and we were dissecting a frog or whatever we were doing. And I asked the question that all kids ask, like, how does this help me moving forward in life? And she said something that resonated with me, and it's so true. I'm teaching you how to learn. I'm teaching you how to learn.
See.
And I'm like, boy, that just, I mean, you know, I packed it on out of there in the next year at Hume Fogg, but it helped me at Hillsborough.
You knew how to learn.
And like, once I got out of school,
he's ready to
I mean, kids, you never stop learning. So, I mean, just do it. But no, it's funny. Like the older you get, the more competitive you are sometimes, and the more of a thirst for knowledge you have.
Happens.
That's why, like when we're sitting in here, somebody's name comes up, and I'm like immediately on Google. I want to know everything about that person. Or when we interview somebody that we haven't talked with,
right?
And you guys listen to us. For those that have been there for a while, you understand. Like we don't really call them interviews; we call them conversations because that's what we want. Is like we're all sitting around a table talking, and we're all the same way in this. Like we're far more interested in how successful person got to this place, because I think anyone listening can learn from whatever that path was, because we've all been through some really difficult times to get where we are. Right. And like a lot of people get bogged down by that. And I think it's important to hear a message from people that fight through that. Right. And understand that you can fight through that and you will fight through that. Yeah. And you'll be the best that you can be. But anyway, so that's one of my favorite things that we do is those conversations. But
love it.
It's just that thirst for knowledge.
That's right.
Like Aziz yesterday. Like
he was
like we have to ask him the football stuff, but then we work in the like, hey, how are you doing in Nashville, man? Like where do you go? He's like, man, I'm trying to find a movie theater. You know, I have a couple of wings places, but I know I need to branch out because my teammates told me to go to Strikeout Wings.
That's right. That's right.
615-737-1045. Brent Doherty with you. Dawn Davenport will be back tomorrow. Should we? I kind of feel like we should play Dawn's intro even though she's not here. Are you prepared to do that, huh?
That's Bunk. That's Bunk.
And if y'all knew where Babsy was right now.
Twitch, please.
I wish we could talk about it because you know there's stuff going on.
She will.
She will.
Just hold your horses.
Do you think there have been some run-ins?
Oh, without question. What? So happy around now?
Yeah,
that ain't gonna fly.
It's just so happy, yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Babs back tomorrow. You can ask her.
Yeah.
Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building.
Hey, I'm in the building. Best believe I'm in the building. Better be ready. I'm in the building. I ain't got no rules. Time for the show.
I feel like when you jump it that quickly, Hunk chooses that one because it goes well with what you just did. He's nodding his head yes.
Yes, that is the flow. If he goes quickly, I go with this one because it rolls into it. If I beat him to the punch, I go OG.
I like it, huh?
And then depending on what week it is, I go with Vols.
Hustle and flow.
It's a method, isn't it?
I rarely do the AI one for you.
Yeah, I like what you're doing now.
I just kind of I keep that one for special occasions.
Yeah, you do the AI for Babs. Let Babs have the AI.
Especially if she walks in at 2:59:58.
I know it is a Babs NATO. Well, I can't wait for her to tell you what she's been up to. last couple of days. 615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045 on Twitter. Dion and Travis Hunter. I mixed Travis Hunter and Travis Henry right there, Slade.
Yeah, that's
What just happened right there?
See.
What?
That's a lot of what?
Kids.
Oh, punk. Look, man, Cheese is doing great. I see him on Instagram.
is.
That dude is cut up, baby.
Diesel. He like ready to go play again right now. Him and Travis Stevens, both of them ripped up.
Do people know why they called him Cheese? Do we need to update that?
Probably. They probably ain't got
Because he was tougher than a block of government cheese?
Yeah, they probably ain't got a clue.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They're defending Colorado State's Henry Blackburn. He's the guy that hit Travis Hunter late, and he's been receiving death threats.
That's crazy.
Y'all.
That's tough.
It's sports.
It is a game. You hate to see that happen.
Here's what Dion, Coach Prime, had to say.
Henry Blackburn is a good player who played a phenomenal game. He made a tremendous hit on Travis on the sideline. You could call it dirty. You could call it he was just playing the game of football. But whatever it was, it does not constitute that he should be receiving death threats. This is still a young man trying to make it in life, a guy that's trying to live his dream and hopefully graduate with honors or degree, committed to excellence and go to the NFL. He does not deserve a death threat over a game. At the end of the day, this is a game. Someone must win, someone must lose. Everybody continues their life the next day. Very unfortunate. I'm saddened if there's any of our fans that's on the other side of those threats. I would hope and pray not, but that kid was just playing the best of his ability, and he made a mistake. So I forgive him. CU, our team forgive him. Travis he's forgiven him. Let's move on. But that kid does not deserve that.
So I love Coach Prime doing that. I just like what was the mistake if he was playing the game? I don't think that's to me that was
the mistake was the hit was unnecessary.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was. If I remember the play happened,
Yeah.
if I remember it right.
It was after the whistle and on the sideline, and
I totally get it.
And it was in a really. So Colorado State had 17 penalties. There was a lot going on there. There was a lot of animosity. There was a lot of talking, and a lot of times emotion gets the best of you.
Yeah, that's
with all of us.
That's too much. You gotta keep your head on the swivel and hope that don't happen. Like I used to stand at half court and tell my point guard to come running full speed with the guy guarding him 94 feet.
I'm gonna set a pick.
I'm gonna knock the block off. I mean, and if it's somebody that I know, I would kind of catch them instead of letting them run dead into me. You know what I mean? But I hate that, man. But that is a part of the game.
If you've been playing for the Vols on Saturday, that'd have been a flag.
Yeah, it definitely was a dirty hit. For sure.
Ain't no question. Yeah. Ain't no question.
All right.
Death threats, though.
When we come back, Allan Bell will join us. We'll talk about some point spread activity and games coming up this week. That's next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Somebody let my guy Aziz know that I'm giving out game from Steel Out Wings, the one and only wing spot that you need to go to, man. When I say phenomenal, I mean it with every inch of my soul. Get on in there. What's today? Today is Tuesday, people. What are you going to get? Tuesday, you get 69-cent wings from the one and only Strikeout. And yes, the delicious taste is still right there. The home of sweet and sassy. Make sure you go in there and tell them, let me get the wrong slate, too. You can get that for 69 cents. But you know that sweet and sassy with lemon pepper drizzle. Cajun ranch fries with the cheese mustard on top. Kool-Aid to wash it down. That's right. 3961 Noblesville Pike Plaza Mariachi. Also 123 Ewing Drive. Also to go only. To go only. Right there at Midtown Foods behind Martin Luther King. Hustle on, getting in there, man. I've been hearing people rave about the macaroni and cheese. But one thing you better not be doing on Tuesday is cooking. Why? Because 69-cent wings are due. And it's time for you to get to it. Still, I got wings.
You need new windows or doors in your home. I know it's not like a sexy thing to replace your windows or your doors, right? But it's pretty awesome when you do it with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I know because I did it with them. My windows were all warped because of the sun from outside. And I had to replace my windows that faced that way. And you might be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. This also might surprise you. Based on a 2022 survey of leading window brands among homeowners, Pella Windows and Doors in Nashville rated number one in, let's see, like 20 different categories. This one stood out to me, though. A window brand that pays attention to detail. I can agree with that because I saw them do it in my home, in my townhome, when they put my new windows and doors in. They're the best. Schedule a free consultation with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Check out their limited time special right now. $250 off per qualifying window, $500 instant rebate per qualifying door. That ends September 30th. So give them a call or go see them. PellaNashville.com.
3HL. 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport will be back tomorrow.
That's right.
What do you always think about?
When I hear this, I always think about Bug's Life, the movie, the animated movie, Bug's Life.
This is going to shock you. I've not seen that film.
I know you haven't, and I mean
It's
I know
early
you
Pixar. It's not as cool as a Bee's
give me
Life.
one.
haven't. No, Bug's Life is good.
It's okay.
No, don't do that, honk. Don't sell them short.
Give me one animated film that I need to see first.
Toy Story.
100%,
I've seen Toy Story.
100% Toy Story.
I've seen Toy Story.
Well, Toy Story 2.
Toy
I've
Story
seen
2,
that
I
one
like
too. I didn't
it
like
better.
that one.
See,
Yeah, okay.
I like it better than
Toy
I do.
Story 3 then.
Toy Story 4. Toy Story
4.
4 makes you cry. Toy Story 3 is creepy as crap.
All right, come off the Toy Story thing. What
You
else?
said the first one, animated.
I've never seen The Lion King.
Finding Dory is funny, pretty funny.
Finding Dory?
But you got to
Pretty
find
funny.
Nemo before you can find Dory.
yeah, dang, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Nemo,
you got to find Nemo before you find
Because
Dory.
he's in there with the turtle, right?
That's where the turtle.
yeah.
They get
Yeah,
into
it's
the
pretty
little
hilarious. Yeah. You got to find I often say find the Weedo. I don't know who that is.
Find the
Nemo.
Find the weed.
Find Nemo, man.
It's a totally different movie.
Yeah, that's just based off
So,
Cheech and Chong and Snoop.
animated short featuring Cheech and Chong and Snoop. Finding weed. We'll just send them the
Not
script.
made by Pixar.
Definitely not made.
So-
That's definitely made by Seth Rogen.
Lion King, I need to see that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that
Oh, man, that's my if I got to give you a number one,
That's
what's
what I
my
was asking.
My number one favorite ever in human being
in the world.
and in afterlife.
Oh, gosh.
My number one.
You want this playing on the casket? Like you have an iPad on the casket that never runs out of battery?
I need two of them on there. I need two. I need Beauty and the Beauty and Beast. Beauty and the Beast. But
Dang, what did they do to Beauty's booty?
That's the bass.
She got the bass.
Got that boom, 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 baby. Got
Please,
that.
let's get to Allan Bell before
That's
this gets
number
worse.
2, man. That's number 2. Lion King is number 1, though. Even the original, first and foremost, but even the one they redid with Beyonce and them, just dope. That was dope. And it's hard to redo them kind of movies. That was pretty solid, so you can't go wrong with that. Lion King 1, Beauty and the Beast 2.
You've got such a serious look on your face, right?
Oh, cause I don't play about that, yo. That's all. Them kind of all the movies I had when I was little.
I need to watch something because like Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, I'm like, what we got? Why do we not have MAC football on Tuesdays yet?
Man, Mufasa.
Because they're still playing their money games.
Mondays we're good. Thursdays we're good.
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday we're good.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, just sitting there.
It's recovery.
Twiddling.
That's
Twiddling.
You see, you got to. The reason why Slay said Toy Story is because coming up October 1st, that you're going to have the Toy Story NFL game on Disney Plus.
Dog, when I saw it, if you think I ain't watching that,
Oh, I'm all in. It's the only way
I'm
I want to
watching
watch
that.
the Jags and
they're
Falcons.
gonna be animated. The Jags
Jags Falcons is going to be played in Andy's room.
in his room. Okay.
Allan Bell joins us.
y'all are really excited about
No, that's gonna be good, man.
Andy's room. Okay.
Dog, you ain't never been in Andy's room before.
What
That's
else
why you
is
feel
being
like
played in
Andy's
Andy's
room
room?
serious, dog. It's sheep, little Bo Peep in there.
There's
Bo Peep.
penguins.
Hey, Ice Cube had a song about all that.
He did.
Please, Allan, help us.
AB, what's up?
AGB.
Fellas, all right, let me say this. First off, so Space Jam technically counts in this category,
Okay,
right?
that's a
Does it?
that's a phenomenal
Yeah,
film.
okay. I didn't even think about that, deal.
And-
There's real
and-
life in there though.
Yeah, right. And if you want one, look at Ratatouille, right? Like the good ones are where they kind of have. It's obviously meant for kids, but they have like adult humor built in that kids won't understand at all.
Right. That's true.
Ratatouille's really good. Yeah, you got Patton Oswalt in there.
Yeah.
Solid.
What is the movie everyone like hits me with because I get distracted by things and start changing subjects and I end up saying like I have 4 conversations going just through me to everybody else. Like I'm really tough to get to know and really tough to have a conversation with. But everybody like hits me with Squirrel.
Up. That's from
it?
Squirrel. That's where the squirrel comes from.
I've never
Up is
seen
good.
that.
Up.
It's an old man and a little boy, and they're in a house, and it's flying through the air with 1,000,000 balloons.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That's a horrible description of that movie.
Old man and a Boy Scout.
Hey, all right. So speaking of the Toy Story, the NFL game, I have no idea how they're going to be doing this in real time.
Right.
But I cannot imagine the workforce power necessary to do that. It's going to be crazy.
Yep. It's got to be a lot of people, a lot of moving parts going. Look at Squirrel going across the power line. Hey, it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of moving parts. AB.
I
immediately look.
Not to bring up a sore subject, but I hope they're not building out the end of that Tennessee-Florida game. I don't think they have anybody squaring up with the throw.
They should. Like somebody's got to go fight Zeb. What is his name? Zeb. Whatever his name is.
Zeb is our producer.
Zerg. Yeah, not Zeb. Zerg. Somebody got to go fight Zeb.
That work.
I can't wait. Allan Bell, sportsline.com and at Sportsline, and download the app and all these things. They simulate games 10,000 times. They had the Titans beating the Chargers. Remember that? And that happened. So moneyline winner there. But we'll get to the Titans and the Browns in a little bit. We'll get to Tennessee in a little bit. Alabama and Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin's already started talking Little birdie tells me that Kevin Steele's been demoted and somebody else is calling their defense. And, I mean, this guy.
I know. This is for Alabama, everything that they're going through, this is the worst time to play Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Because you're right. Lane knows what's going on inside that program, right? Mm-hmm. And, look, I've never seen Alabama switch quarterbacks this early in a season, and it didn't work, right? It was not good at all.
I know. They go back to the guy that didn't play. Oh, he's a great teammate. Let's
right. They've got problems. They've got serious problems. Their defense is still solid, don't get me wrong, but their offense has major, major issues. If I'm looking at this game, if I had to place a wager right now, honestly, give me the under of, 56? I don't think Alabama's going to score a ton, and I don't think Ole Miss is necessarily going to score a ton. I think that Nick Saban is now going to look at this and the rest of the season and say, okay, we're back to defense. That's how we're going to win games. We have to keep you out of the end zone. That's the only way that's the only shot that we have. And the defense is pretty good. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty old school looking SEC game, Catholic.
Okay. Let's stay in college real quick. Florida State, Clemson, man. Florida State, getting -2.5, giving up -2.5 at Clemson. Yeah. Who believes in Clemson like that?
I don't know. Not me. I'll tell you that. Look, man, Mike Norvell, he's got that Memphis in him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got this Florida State team believing.
Yep.
And I know that last week it didn't look good, from a final score, perspective.
Mm-hmm.
He sat I think 9 players. I think 8 of them were starters or something like that. He knows exactly what time it is.
Right.
And he was like, nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's missing the Clemson game. This is the season. This is it. If Florida State wants to do work, win the conference, get to the college football playoff, it's this game right here. And all the pressure is going to be on Clemson too. Because look, you're playing at home. You got problems. If you ask me, I'm taking Florida State with the points, but I'm also taking Florida State in the first half. I think they know you have to score. You have to come out of the gate and score. You can't let them
you can't
hang around. You know what I mean? Because if you do, you lose.
Yep.
It's remember that moniker, playing, way back when, Lou Holtz was the head coach at Notre Dame?
Mm-hmm.
And every school would say, do not let them hang around. You're not going to get called. You're not going to – it's going to go against you, right? You cannot leave this game tight at the end of it because you will lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how Florida State approaches it. And they just come out and say, all right, you don't have to score because we're scoring.
Right.
Allan Bell from Sportsline with us. Speaking of Notre Dame, number 9 Notre Dame hosting number 6 Ohio State. They haven't played at Notre Dame in 25 years, something like that. Ohio State a 3-point road favorite. What do you think about this matchup?
I think the wrong team's favorite this year. Notre Dame's a good football team, right? They've got a couple issues like every school does, but Sam Hartman's playing well.
Yep.
That team is playing well together. They believe in each other. This is a really good football team that's getting better by the week. Nothing against Ohio State. They got, athletes that could go toe-to-toe with anybody. But I don't trust the quarterback position. I don't trust the offense. No, I'm rolling Florida State. I'm rolling Notre Dame here, man. I think they're much better all around.
You love Florida State.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. Like, they just got that, like, they just have that dog in them, man. Like,
Yeah.
They really, really do. And, like, they just feast on you. Like, they can smell fear. And when they smell it, they go.
They got in them what they've been missing for a while. Norvell put it right back in them.
Right?
Yep.
Exactly that. Like, when we were all coming up, and, like, it was Florida State, and Miami.
Yep.
Like, all three of them had that dog in them, right?
Yep.
Like, that's what made it so good. And Florida State's finally getting that back.
I totally agree. One more, man. Well, two more. Arkansas at LSU. I'm a sucker for Arkansas, but I know I could be blinded. I just think plus 17.5, the way KJ Jefferson has been playing. I know what LSU showed. I know what they showed. They look like a well-oiled machine against Mississippi State. I got to see it again with that many points.
Yeah. And you know what? Look, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And both things you just said are correct, right?
Yeah.
Mississippi State's not that good. They should have lost to Arizona at home, right? But LSU is getting better. Like, I like the attitude and where this team is going.
Yeah.
That said, 17.5, too many points. And especially with, KJ Jefferson, a big quarterback like that. Yeah, man, I'm with you. Like, I don't love Arkansas, but I don't love LSU either.
Right.
But I do love 17.5. That's a good number. So
That's
Thursday night football, Giants and 49ers. What do you think there?
I think it is going to be hell on earth for the New York Giants. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who you throwing it to? Right? No, nobody. Who you running the ball with? No Saquon for a month. And the 49ers coming off a game where they kind of looked pretty bad against the Rams, even though they did win. Buddy, there's going to be a physical game. Take the 49ers with 10. I know it seems like a lot of points, buddy. It ain't a lot of points. Take San Francisco here. And New York's not going to score. Like, they're just not going to be able to put up points.
And kind of crazy how you'd be crazy not to the way McCaffrey been playing. Like, people talking about him being healthy. Man, that dude he's back to that old rookie McCaffrey.
Yeah. So many people say, he's like a finesse, skill play. Dude, that dude runs hard.
Yeah,
man.
it's scary.
Hard. And he doesn't avoid contact either. Like, he's not running out of bounds.
No.
You're going to have to tackle him over and over and over. That kid's awesome, dude.
All right, Titans. Yesterday, I told people take them plus 4.5. The number will come down, obviously, with the Nick Chubb injury. The number has come down to 3. What do you think about Titans at Browns next Sunday?
Yeah, so you got a Browns team that's going to come in a little angry after how terrible they played last night. They just were cutting their own legs out from under them. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think the smartest play, Brent, 4.5, brilliant play. All right. I also think, the under of 40 is a smart play. Ain't going to be a lot of points scored in this one. We've simulated right now. We got the Browns winning 20-16, although I think that could change through the week here. Yeah. Look, I roll with the Titans. If you get a 3.5, do it. This is going to be a 3-point game either way. Titans could win outright, but take the 3.5. Yeah.
I'm telling Tennessee Vol fans, Vols better not mess around with UT San Antonio. That's a good football team. 20.5. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Again, walk and chew gum. Both, like what you just said, is correct. Do not mess around with that team. But that being said, I think that last timeout and the frustration from Josh Heupel, I don't think that this week is going to be very pleasant. I don't think the end of that game in the locker room afterward was pleasant. And I've got a feeling that team comes out not only motivated, but focused. And I think that's their biggest issue, specifically the quarterback and the wide receivers. I would take Tennessee here. I think that they put this thing back together because they're going to be hearing some words all week at practice for sure.
Yeah. I almost texted you last night, AB. I won 2 parlays, but my big one, dog, check this out.
Yeah.
I had it. Rashid
Shaheed. Parlay guy.
Yeah, Shaheed. Now, mind you, it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Shaheed, 40-plus yards receiving. Olave, 50-plus yards receiving. Michael Thomas, over 4.5 receptions. Olave, over 5.5 receptions. Then I bet up on the spread. Give me the Saints minus 5.5. It was 20-9. when they got
Yeah.
the ball back. Like, Bryce Young, why you got to be Bryce Young? And Saints, why you got to play soft defense, man? I had it,
know.
dog. I had it.
You had it.
Dude, it
That's
killed
brutal.
me. Oh,
Absolutely
so brutal.
And there were so many times, too, where Bryce Young, like, the ball should have been intercepted. Alontae Taylor was playing out of his mind, dude.
Yep.
Like, that's brutal. That's so brutal.
It killed me.
Any other games out there that you want to hit on, or are we good?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, man, I think that, we're good. If you look at Colorado, Oregon this week, dude, under 70 and a half. I know it sounds crazy, but I got a feeling that Oregon is going to say, look, we can score 40. We ain't letting you go crazy. We're going to stop a lot of this stuff. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game for Colorado here.
Lines jumped up to 21. It was 16.5.
No Travis
I
Hunter,
guess with
too.
that Travis Hunter stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, thanks, Alan. Appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
All right, at Allan G. Bell on Twitter. Download the Sportsline app for sure.
Some good stuff right there.
I mentioned earlier, and you did too, running back Kareem Hunt visiting the Cleveland Browns. So we'll see what's up there. But that number has gone down from 4.5 to 3. Browns a 3-point favorite at home. That's pretty much home field right there.
You know what you got to keep an eye on, too, with going
That
into
the
the
Titans
week?
have won 25 straight
Underdog.
outright as underdogs since 2018.
Hello.
Yep, we hit on that yesterday.
2 SEC games I want to keep an eye on, too.
All right, we'll talk about that next. Take more of your phone calls. 3HL 1045 this home.
You need new windows or doors in your home. I know it's not like a sexy thing to replace your windows or your doors, right? But it's pretty awesome when you do it with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I know because I did it with them. My windows were all warped because of the sun from outside. And I had to replace my windows that faced that way. And you might be surprised to learn how affordable replacement windows are from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. This also might surprise you. Based on a 2022 survey of leading window brands among homeowners, Pella Windows and Doors in Nashville rated number one in, let's see, like 20 different categories. This one stood out to me, though. A window brand that pays attention to detail. I can agree with that because I saw them do it in my home, in my townhome, when they put my new windows and doors in. They're the best. Schedule a free consultation with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Check out their limited time special right now. $250 off per qualifying window, $500 instant rebate per qualifying door. That ends September 30th. So give them a call or go see them. PellaNashville.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, SEC football coming up this weekend. You said you had a couple of matchups you're looking at, Slay Dog.
Yes, I do, man. I got Auburn going to A&M. A&M getting, I want to say
7.5. They're giving 7.5.
A&M's giving 7.5.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder. This is a big statement game for Hugh Freeze.
Got throttled by Miami on the road. Miami's pretty damn good, though.
Yes, they are. And
that Miami-Florida State game,
it's going to be ready to roll.
When we were kids, that was a must-watch thing, and here we go.
It's back.
It's back.
Yeah.
So where is Texas A&M? That's a great question. Bite Petrino's getting the passing game going, but they do have issues, offensive line, defense.
Yeah.
Auburn is 3-0, but are they a paper tiger?
Right.
Pun fully intended. I kind of think they are. 7.5, I'm going to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
If it were 6.5, I'd go A&M. And maybe it will be. Or maybe I buy it down.
Yeah, see.
I think A&M wins the game, and then I think they're both 3-1. But 11 a.m. home game is usually tough for the home team.
It can be tough.
At Kyle Field, temperature 81 degrees at kickoff.
Wasn't tough for LSU, though. He had them ready to
What
go.
do you think about it?
I think, man, I don't know. I think I honestly have
stay
no
away
clue.
from it.
Yeah. But I'm going to be watching it closely
For sure.
to get a gauge on them.
Well, it's on at the same time as Kentucky and Vanderbilt.
Yes, it is. I will be watching them more.
So Kentucky Vandy on the SEC Network at 11 a.m., Auburn, Texas A&M on ESPN at 11 a.m. Kentucky, a 14-point favorite.
Yeah.
That line seems high to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe 10.5.
Yeah.
That off.
I think walking into it, Coach Lee has been waiting for the opportunity to present this team with a moment from last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey guys, I think he's been preaching. You deserve. I can't remember. I forgot what his quote was, but I think this is a great opportunity for those guys that were there last year to carry over that momentum to this year, get back on that UNLV game that they squandered away. I think this could be a trap for Kentucky if they not. And I know Kentucky is better. Got a quarterback playing. Got Ray Davis coming back to Vanderbilt to play.
Dude,
he's been running bananas.
Has been awesome.
He's been off the charts. I think that could be the only part to be a key factor, but it could work against him. Could be overhyped or whatever. I just think it's Vandy. I think got something in their back pocket for this one. I truly believe Kentucky better be careful walking in there. I think I'm gonna lay the points on Vandy.
Vanderbilt's going to need to run the football. They haven't been really able to do it all year. They did not do it against UNLV. Non-quarterback rushing statistics: 25 carries, 59 yards for Vanderbilt. They've got to do better than that because A.J. Swan's not going to be able to throw for 330 every game. Their receivers are much better this year, especially with the emergence of London Humphreys as a true freshman. Back-to-back 100-yard games. Will Shepard, of course, on the other side with 6 touchdown receptions. I could see Vandy inside that number. I don't know that they win. I'm not ready yet.
Not yet.
To hit on that game in detail. Just like I'm not ready yet on Ole Miss, Alabama. Because as we sit here on Tuesday, I'm leaning toward Ole Miss winning this game outright.
Yeah.
Alabama is 7-point favorite, but they're dysfunctional, man.
Yeah. I think
the decision to go back to Milroe is the correct decision, but he also makes me nervous.
He should. Like, he may throw that thing away. Yeah. And I think Lane is going to be building. I went on and snatched it. Got a parlay for that this Saturday already with that. But I took
the 7
Ole Miss
points?
because I think it's going to come down. I think in the sense it got to come down. But I think, man, I wouldn't be shocked if Ole Miss went in there and got it. But I think Lane going to try to run it up, man.
615-737-1045. Let's get Perry in here in Nashville. We can take more of your phone calls. No guests the rest of the way. Perry, what's up? How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen.
What up, bro?
Just a couple of things. I'm not going to try to take too long here because I'm at work. So, first of all, I enjoy listening to you all when I go pick up my granddaughter and go back to work because I do leave for about 2 hours. So I enjoy listening to y'all every day.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Second of all, my prayers go out to Nick Chubb. I did not watch the game, but listening to you all talk, it must have been very, very gruesome when that happened. And besides being in the medical field, I am a pro wrestler. I've been in the business for about 19 and a half years, and I've seen some gruesome stuff myself.
Right.
And the guy that answered the phone, I told him about it. He stopped me before I even told him the story about Sid Vicious. So, And final thing.
Yeah, that's Hunk, our producer, and Hunk's a big wrestling guy too.
Yeah, we kind of chatted while you all were talking earlier.
Don't Google the Sid Vicious one if you like the way your lunch tastes the first time.
Yeah, that I agree.
Okay.
So finally, real quick, I heard you all touching on our running backs for the Titans. Man, I'm going to tell you that I'm one of those few. I am not going to compare Henry or Spears. I love them both. Right. Me and my dad was sitting there watching the game this Sunday. My thing is this. I'm glad Spears is there because that takes a lot less carries off of Henry, and I think they can win games if the O-line can get it together and open it up for both of them to just shoot out of there and take it to the house each and every time. I'm not worried about none of that. I think the Titans are going to get it together, and I think we got a good chance of winning the division because I love that young O-line. I love them.
Hey, thank you, Perry. Appreciate you, man. Yep.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Enjoy that granddaughter out there. That's a question we asked yesterday based on these two games.
Yeah.
2 games into the season, where do you think the Titans end up? Above or below 500?
Oh, I bet on them to win the division. So I ain't wavering in that one bit.
And they're tied for first right now.
Yeah, we straight. You know what I mean? But one thing, to his point about the running backs, I love the unpredictability with both of them being in the game because it's not a situation where you were bringing in last year. I want to say Evans. It's not Evans. The running back
Foreman.
Not Foreman. He went to. I got it. He used to come to Buffalo Wild Wings. He came twice. Little scat back.
Oh, yeah, he went to the Bears.
Yeah, he went to the Bears. But, yeah, like.
This is where we are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's 2 years. I don't know how long ago. But.
Evans.
Darrington Evans. I love it because when he comes in, you automatically knew it was a pass. When you get Tajay Spears in, you could really give him the ball for a handoff play action.
And they've done it.
Yeah.
They showed that. And they said it in the offseason that they don't want to be predictable and that they've been predictable based on packages.
I love it. You just got to get free flowing, get guys used to each other, and use all of your options. Just because you got them don't mean use them all as decoys. I thought it was great management after the second quarter, man. I'm with all that. Looks like the O-line is growing up as well. Just game by game, man. Getting a little bit of experience back in there. It's going to be interesting to see.
You're close to saying brick by brick.
No, never. That's definitely not in my vocabulary. All the bricks have been blown down. 3 little pig houses.
Big bad wolf.
Yeah, he blew all them.
What are you laughing at, Panzigga? Lucas Panzigga's in the
Panaman.
All right, 5 o'clock hour coming up. We've got a lot to get to. NFL, college football, Titans, Browns, Nick Chubb. What does that do to the Browns? It did a lot to the point spread, that's for sure. All that coming up. Your phone call, 615-737-1045. Want to tell you about my friends at Brentwood Jewelry. The Amamali family are exceptional people. You need to get to know them. Plus, you have gifting responsibilities throughout the course of the year, and it would be great for you to have a jeweler in your pocket, basically. And they are willing and able to help you out. And I love going to see Salem and Brandon and all the Amamali family down there at Brentwood Jewelry and just kind of hang out, see what's going on, see what new watches they have. I'm always interested in that, but also watch how they interact with their clientele. You really are like family when you get to know the Amamali family. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website. You'll see what they've got to offer you there. BrentwoodJewelry.com, the website. If you haven't already heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. I love going in to check out the latest selection of watches that they have. I've got multiple Brentwood Jewelry watches. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, they also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, vintage and current models. You can check that out online, BrentwoodJewelry.com. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day. For more than 50 years, visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good evening from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. I'm Joe Hunk. By now, you know Nick Chubb's season done. He's going to have surgery on the knee. Head coach Kevin Stefanski mentioned that earlier today in his press conference. He also mentioned that Jerome Ford will be RB1 this week against the Titans. Now, once that presser was over with, we found out that running back Kareem Hunt decided to just fly back and visit them in Cleveland after being in Pittsburgh last night for the Browns and Steelers game. He worked out with them earlier today. No word yet if the Browns will sign him. Out of Knoxville, news developing that Tennessee has extended Rick Barnes' contract through the 2027-2028 season. Now, there's not going to be any change when it comes to the actual pay. It's just going to be a year extended on to the deal. For all of your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for the Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3AHL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a good one. I'm glad you're here. So is this guy, Ron Slade.
I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Hey,
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
I'm in the building.
Slade Dog in the building.
That's right, rocking and rolling.
Don Davenport will be back tomorrow. She's on assignment.
Show no phone to get down. Show no phone to get down.
Show no. You heard Hunt, unless you just tuned in the last 30 seconds. Talk about Rick Barnes getting an extension, Tennessee basketball coach. Hunt through 27-28, is that what it is?
Yes, and the contract salary is going to remain the same at $5.75 million.
Yeah, I don't think he cares
I think he's
about
good.
that part of it.
I think he's good.
But anyway, so, man, time flies, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Rick Barnes going into year 9 at Tennessee. Year 9.
And
he's won 175 games at Tennessee.
Yeah. And it could arguably say going into year 9 that this could be his most talented, experienced team.
You think so?
Coming back, yeah. ZZ come back healthy.
With the acquisitions, too?
Yep, with Dr. Connect.
He played well in Europe.
Yes, he did.
Connect did.
Santi Vescovi coming back. A lot going to be on his shoulder preseason. First team All-SEC. Josiah coming back at the 4. You got a big man down low anchoring. Toby Owaka, I expect to take a big step this year at the 5'4" spot. More than just rebounding. So it's going to be interesting. You got so many different wings, so much young talent. Freddie DeLeon being able to step in and take that point guard spot until ZZ gets back. He has a half a semester under his belt, so he should know the offense, know the system. It's not like he's been out. And also Justin Gainey, him coming in, transferring over, and being able to put the ball in the hole too. So it should be his best scoring team.
It's going to be a fun team to watch for sure. Yeah. Again, it all has to come together, as you know, and we'll see what happens there. But did you know this? Rick Barnes, third winningest coach in Tennessee basketball history.
Wow.
He's 29 wins away from second, Don DeVoe.
And Ray being first.
With 278 wins. He's got 103 more wins than Rick Barnes, but also in 7 more seasons. They play more games now than they did back then. But Rick Barnes, third all-time at Tennessee going into year 9. That blows my mind.
Would he be probably the third longest tenured coach as well?
Let's see. Ray Mears, 15 seasons. Don DeVoe, 11. Emmett Lowry from 47 to 59, 12 seasons.
Wow. Never even knew.
John Maurer, 38 to 47, also 8 seasons. W.H. Britton, 9. That was in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Outside of that, there you go.
That was beyond me.
Donnie Tyndall, 1 year.
Just hope.
Your boy Kevin O'Neal, 3. Well, I was up there for that one.
Yeah.
The day that my man, it was cavernous in Thompson-Boling Arena when he was the coach because he was playing that defensive style that was not fun to watch at all. And there was no one there. Mm-hmm. And so my man would start screaming curse words, and you could hear them all through Thompson-Boling Arena because it was quiet in there.
Yep, and always an echo on that big cement block.
And then he would kick the scoreboard like table next to him, which had rotating ads going up, and he kicked it one time and broke it. So the ads didn't run.
Kev, man.
He was made for the NBA. NBA assistant. Let me go. X's and O's, he knew it.
Oh, without question. And I will say, love this guy's off the floor. It's just his style on the floor, boy. Rub you the wrong way at times.
It's the opposite of Johnny Gill.
Yeah. He rub you the wrong way instead of the right way. That's right.
Buzz Peterson, 4 years.
Buzzy.
Wade Houston, 5 years. Bruce Pearl, 6 years.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Rick Barnes, 8. Bruce would still be there.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Yep.
He wasn't looking to go anywhere else.
Nope. That's why when Auburn got him, they knew it. You got what you're looking for, buddy. Cement it.
615-737-1045. Browns fall in Pittsburgh on Monday Night Football 26-22 to the Steelers. That's not the story. The story, star running back Nick Chubb went down with a knee injury. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski said today that Jerome Ford will be the number one running back moving forward, that Nick Chubb is out for the season. Didn't outline the details as to what was going on with the knee, but, man, I didn't go back and watch a replay. That's how bad that was if you didn't see it. Ford piled up 106 yards on 16 carries, including a 69-yarder that set up a touchdown. Outside of the big run, though, the home run shot, 15 for 37.
Yeah. First time they were really able to break contain and running the rock, and that was a good job by him. Caught Pittsburgh sleeping a little bit on the backside. They stopped it to the front side, and it was over. But I will say, man.
Inside zone run?
Yeah, like, dude.
Just as I say that, here they go. They just showed it. Right behind you. Both teams circling him.
Yep. Nick Chubb was running hard in that game, too, boy. God, he's hard to stop, boy.
He 10 for 64.
Hey, man, it was, and I mean, he's coming downhill behind his pads every single time. Every time, boy. Sheesh. That's a heck of a security blanket right there. Now
this is, one of the best in the NFL for sure. This is year 2 for Ford. He had only 8 carries last season. He's 5'10", 210 pounds, 5th-round pick out of Cincinnati. Deshaun Watson, 22 of 40, 235 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Yeah, last year was supposed to be knock the rust off. This year he was supposed to be great. I didn't see great last night. What did you think?
I didn't either. Big Savage said, though, on his podcast that he was going to be – they were going to take the ball out of Nick Chubb's hands and put it in Deshaun Watson. They did that on the primetime stage, and he didn't deliver, especially with that pass rush getting there. Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt had a field day. I can only imagine with Arden Key, Harold Landry, Danico, what those guys going to get the opportunity to do coming off the edge and scheming up front. I really think, like Jim Wyatt said earlier, like they should have plenty of opportunities to put some pressure on Deshaun Watson, flush him, and watch something wild happen, because he don't look like he got his instincts back, man. It's difficult playing that spot.
I think you hit on something there. It looks slower.
Yeah, it does. It was totally different. He had to sit that year and some change out, man.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is, especially at that spot. And the game was changing at that time. Like, the quarterback spot is not changing the same. He was almost an anomaly in a sense, being almost a one-of-one when he was with Houston, being able to run and kind of play backyard football. Now all the quarterbacks are doing that in the league. Successful ones are doing that in the league, and you getting plenty of opportunities to do that. I don't see him. He's not up to speed with that yet. So, Titans, get ready. And then plus, I mean, anytime you insert Happy Baby Yoga pose into anything you do.
T.R. Tart.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a problem. Hopefully they fold him up a couple times in Happy Baby Yoga pose, and it's going to be a loss for 6-7.
Every time you say that?
Because that's the name of the pose, Happy Baby Yoga pose.
That's hard. It's hard to do for a big man.
It is. Deshaun Watson, he thought it was smooth and easy.
Well, my guess is Titans going to shut that run game down.
Yeah, all over that.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this a lot. The last 100-yard rusher, Saquon Barkley, beginning the opening game last year.
Yeah.
And they've only given up one 100-yard team rushing game to an opponent since then, too. Just once.
You feel confident walking into this one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
especially God love him, and I hate it for him, but the reality of the situation from a football perspective is Nick Chubb's not there.
Yeah,
that is a huge thing.
That's their guy.
Because he opens up everything else.
Without question. Ain't no question about it. I feel comfortable with where Ryan Tannehill and his offense left off from last game. Like, I feel like it's building. I don't think they're there where they're supposed to be yet, but you can definitely see the trajectory leading up, coming from where they played in the Saints game to that game, from being at the bottom floor to at least elevating to third floor, fourth floor.
You want to hear a really weird stat?
You got one for me?
Yeah. In terms of rushing defense for both of these teams,
yeah,
the Browns have given up 130 rush yards in 2 games. The Titans have given up 130 rush yards in 2 games.
Wow.
How about that? I'm here for you. TC in the borough. TC, what up?
What's going on? Sitting out here watching these rugby girls from Riverdale getting ready for this weekend.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. What up?
Yeah, they tougher in Tennessee.
Yeah. Who
What
is?
about it, Slay Dog? I mean, I've been trying to get on here since Friday. You went on that little tirade, went crazy. You couldn't understand what you were saying, just going crazy. Did you lose your voice?
No.
You must not listen yesterday.
Did you?
We
no,
talked
this
for.
was
hang on, TC. I've got the whole button, and this is our show. We talked for 3 hours yesterday about how Florida came out and kicked Tennessee in the teeth. They whooped their ass. We spent 3 hours talking about that.
Would you like
we
for me to come?
anything.
Would you like for me to come on and make an excuse? Is that what you want me to do, T?
I want you to do something because you, man, I couldn't understand you. I bet you were throwing spit everywhere. Them people behind you were chanting. And, you made it personal, and that's what happened.
Made it personal.
Who's your team? Florida?
Yes, sir. Chop, chop.
Florida, chop, chop. Or how were you feeling after week 1?
I wasn't feeling too good.
Okay.
But I didn't get out there running my mouth neither.
You had no reason to, T.
No. Slay.
You should have.
Slay. Some people run their mouth after they win.
Yeah, that's hindsight speaking. Everybody's right to hindsight. But TC, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get on the soapbox, man, and cheer for your team. Don't be a fair weather fan, man. Like, if somebody got to rile you up to cheer for your team, that's not really your team. You know what you're called? A bandwagon guy.
No, I ain't never been a bandwagon.
Okay, well, always
That's
cheer for your
thing
team.
I didn't like them when you were there. When you play. Anyway, what I'm saying.
Yeah, but why didn't you call in last week?
I tried. I done been trying all day.
Are y'all gonna cover against Charlotte? Are y'all gonna cover against Charlotte?
Huh?
Are you all going to cover against Charlotte?
Well, what's the point? I'll tell you.
28.
Don't look like it. They covered against Tennessee. That's all I like.
How we having this go? Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about, T. That's what I'm talking about. That's why the people get behind me. They don't get behind you because you scared to go over the train tracks. Just because you see the lights flashing, ain't no train coming. Run on out there with your team, man. You scared to run out there with your team. They don't need you. See, Billy Napier, you were one of the ones Billy Napier was talking about. He needs to tell you what color to wear. He needs to tell you about the rivalry. Boy, you got the swamp behind you. And you scared.
There you go.
This what you wanted? Do you ask me what my voice said? This is what you wanted. I'm giving you what you wanted.
That's what I love it. I love this show, baby.
Oh, okay, there we go. I love you too.
And what I'm saying though is, y'all beat that high school team, and y'all thought y'all was gonna be the real team.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so y'all just beat us, and now you scared to bet that y'all gonna cover against Charlotte, who just got a football team.
Well, I thought y'all was gonna. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Mm-hmm. I think they're covered. 28, that's all it is.
That's all. Yes, that's all it is. You can buy more points if you want to, though.
I'll give you 5 more.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna keep them writing that down.
All right, TC,
I got you down.
Hey, thanks for listening, brother. Appreciate it.
One other thing to say: save the fairgrounds.
All right, that is.
I got you. Hey, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
I got TC plus
33.
Minus 33. Yeah, minus 33.
That's a lot of points.
That's a whole lot.
TC.
Versus Charlotte.
615-737-1045. More of your phone calls. Lines are loading up. We want you. We'll be right back talking college football in the NFL on 1045 The Zone. You can save big right now, Buddy Allen Carpet One, floor and home. All types of flooring from carpet to waterproof and tile on sale up to 50% with available 18 months interest-free financing. And with their price match guarantee, they will not be undersold. Buddy Allen Carpet One, floor and home, your local source for the best price on all types of flooring. Stop by the Buddy Allen store in Donaldson for more details and to see their fantastic selection of flooring. 2405 Lebanon Pike in Donaldson, 615-883-3289 or BuddyAllenCarpet1.com, Slay Dog.
What's happening? I got to keep the lights on. How you keep the lights on when they go out? Well, cold generators. They'll never let you down. They are your premier generator home standby generator dealer. Call them today for a free 10-year warranty. That's right. The free new 10-year warranty with a purchase of a Generac home standby generator is from right now, this point here, today. What is it? September 19th, all the way to October 8th, man. $1,000 over $1,000 in value. Matter of fact, over $1,034. You don't get better than that now. You don't want some power outages. You want to be prepared for it. Generac automatic standby generators. Any brand of generator that you own, they will perform maintenance on it. Just got to go and visit them. COVIDgenerators.com and never lose power again. Contact them today at 931-559-3311. That's 931-559-3311. COVIDgenerators.com. Now, terms and conditions may apply. Call for details and stay connected through it all. What's happening, y'all? Yes, the parlay is upon thee. Yeah, Superbook, and bringing it to you, and I got to get it right for you. So we're going back to baseball, y'all. You heard you were talking about earlier, man. Tuesday and Wednesday, we ain't got nothing to do, so here it is. I'm going to do the betting with you right now. We're going Baltimore at Houston. We are going money line. Houston got to bounce back today. So how about that? Then we're going Boston at Texas. The Red Sox at the Rangers. We're going to go money line on that, Rangers. We're going to go Mets at Marlins. Marlins need a little bounce back from that 2-1 loss. So we're going money line Marlins and Phillies at Braves, people. Phillies at Braves. Braves, man, I really want to go -1.5, but I'm going to go Braves money line. That right there get us plus 526, y'all. So Baltimore at Houston money line, Boston at Texas money line, Mets at Marlins money line, Phillies at Braves money line, plus 526. You know the motto, book it.
Three HL 1045, the Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you on a Tuesday afternoon in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate y'all being with us. It's getting lively in here.
That's right. Gonna get live all the way through the week, man. Hey, let me give a shout out to the Gators fans real quick.
Presented by Unc and them down the street.
Man. Hey, man, I feel y'all being excited and everything after y'all won the game. But what was the excitement leading up to this? So now I'm like,
you said it last week.
Yeah.
If y'all gonna be talking after, you need to be talking before.
Come on, man. This is my third year on here, man. Y'all know I don't do hindsight. I just don't. I appreciate it though. You know what I mean? Appreciate the love and everything. And y'all, can't wait to see it, to see the fall. But I was talking like this when we were garbage. You think I'm gonna stop talking like this when we good? No, man. What I do want to happen is for y'all to talk about y'all team like that. Like, that's what I want to say. It shouldn't take me to rile y'all up for you to really get behind your team. You should be behind your team anyway, because I'm going to be behind mine, win, lose, or draw. 10 toes down. That's what it is. So keep it coming. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all handle Charlotte and cover, because according to TC, I need to go in and take them minus 33.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No. Anything over 28
Can
is crazy
Charlotte
to me.
stop the run? That's all I need to know.
Man, listen, man.
Charlotte.
If they can, then don't take it.
Charlotte has a new coach. They're struggling.
They don't even want. They nervous to bet.
I know a
on
kid on that team too, and he's a hell of a player, Mr. Williford. And I hope that they do well for his sake. But always cheering him on. But yeah, Charlotte's got it tough right now. 615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045 on Twitter. Larry in Hendersonville. Next up on 3HL. Larry, what's up?
Hey guys. Hey, Ron, all I have to say is I'm a Gator, and all what you were doing last week is all I can say, buddy, is you were spot on. That's what you do. That's what you do. You support your team no matter what, and you give it all you got. And so that's what I do with my Gators.
That's what I'm talking
and our son is a Tennessee Vol. And
I had a hard night sleeping there.
He was born in Gainesville, and he is a Tennessee Vol. And it breaks our heart, but hey, you got to be passionate about your team.
You're supposed
He
to
went
be.
to Tennessee, and so we talk about it all the time, man. We love your spirit, and you know, you keep doing what you do, man.
I appreciate that, my
don't
man.
Don't let anybody give you a hard time about it.
My man, I appreciate it, brother.
I'm really about it anyway. So, but the thing is about the Gators is when we play Tennessee, it's always like the stars align.
Yep.
And the planets line up, and then it happens.
One team or the other.
You know, everybody keep cheering for the team, and, you know, if we have half the passion you do, man, then we'll win them all.
My man, rock on,
I
baby.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Like that's what I need, man. I need more people to be. Listen, if you walk into the game, man, and if you sit beside me and you start talking about, oh man, here we go again, it's like such as I'm gonna get up and walk away. Like, I want all positive. Like, the time got to tick off the clock for me to be like, dang, man, we done lost that one, man. Like, I'm all positive. I'm sorry. And let me also say to the Vols fans, too, that have been right. I saw a couple of them write me and say, hey, man, you jinxed us. Let me also let y'all know, hey, I have nothing to do with the outcome of the game, just in case nobody knew. Like, I'm not going to go down there and catch a pass. I'm not going to go make a tackle. I ain't going to call a play. As much as y'all want to believe I got that much influence on the program, I actually don't. But for the fans that want to ride, let's get on, baby. The sleigh ride's pushing ahead. Let's keep it rolling, baby.
That's what I always tell people is like, because I'll get wrapped up in the moment.
Yeah.
But when I wake up the next day, I'm all right. Like you said, like you can't control it at all. Like, you have nothing to do with what just happened, good or bad.
That's what drives you insane as a fan, because you can't actually transfer your energy to the guys on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like
that is a frustration level.
It's like, dude, like,
for sure.
do this. Like, why you
Florida
not
comes
doing
out
this?
and they're ready to pound you in the face. Where is that with
man.
your guys? Like,
Yeah.
because like you as a fan are ready to do it.
Yeah, you know that's what it is, man. So yeah, but hey. That's what I think Larry hit it on the head, man. Everybody cheer for your team, dog. Don't get down on your team. If you the Ole Miss Rebels, man, and you ain't won a game, dog, keep on pushing, because at one point you're going to win a game, and then you better talk all week. See,
Like if you were an Ole Miss fan, you'd be going at it this week.
What? You would be a fool not to. You got them where you want to. They backed up in the corner. Well, yeah. Come on, Lane talking.
You said there were no more bricks by bricks, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they ain't. Yep, this the last one.
I found a brick.
Confiscated this one.
That one looks pretty soft.
Last one. I mean,
is soft.
a lot of them was. Told you got blown down.
Yeah, you're right. 3 little pigs in there having trouble. 615-737-1045. John in Franklin. John, what's up?
What's up, gentlemen? What's up? What's up, Mr. Slay?
What up, baby?
Here in Franklin.
Hey, what's happening?
Nothing, brother. Hey, I got a question. I was reading today. I'm glad those players got suspended, even though it's just for a half, because I thought that was a little ridiculous and a little juvenile. But anyway, they said on the play itself that there was a targeting foul and unsportsmanlike or whatever else.
Yeah.
They didn't enforce either penalty, so that way that player that got the targeting foul for Tennessee, I forget his name,
Amari
he
Thomas.
does not have to sit any of this game then coming up.
No, that's correct. Yeah, they took that away. It's interesting. We talked about this yesterday. He happened to be a guest at the Knoxville Quarterback Club, and so he was talking about that play, and he eventually just stopped talking. But like he was saying that the Florida offensive linemen were telling the Tennessee defensive front, hey, man, we're going to run a play here, so just like basically protect yourself. So they were all like, okay, cool. And then he said, we're going to take a knee here, and they're like, okay, cool. So he said, our thought as defensive players, if you're going to take a knee, you catch it in the shotgun, you take one step back, and you knee it. But he starts running around, and he said, basically, like any defensive player would take that as a sign of disrespect. And so that's why you got to chase the ball and go try to tackle him. And he said, so when he did start to take the knee, he tried to lay off him, but he didn't, and then it started the brawl. But that's the story behind the story.
Yeah.
I got you. I was like, I couldn't place him. I was like, I bet it's the guy who's put it, like I said, got up and started dancing. I didn't mean to hit him kind of a thing. But, yeah, I was like, all right, we already got – our guy got half a game too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 3 of their offensive linemen, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the guy that threw the punch should have at least gotten one entire game.
Yeah. By the way, how dumb is that? Let me just close my fist and come take a swing at you with your helmet on.
Yeah, I got a $200 piece of equipment on my head. Let me go see how many knuckles I can break by being an idiot.
You're just going to break your hand. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, thanks, guys. Great show again.
I appreciate you.
I will say that too, man. Like that conversation, people probably like, man, why would they be talking to them, telling them what they're gonna do? That happens a lot of times, man. And
when the game's been decided.
Yeah, if I equate it to basketball, it's the same thing. Like if it's a free throw being shot, I used to ask the dude, like if they up by a lot or we up by a lot, hey man, if he next to me, hey, you gonna go? You know what I mean? Because I need to know if I need to box out, and hopefully he be telling the truth, like, nah, dog, I ain't gonna go. So you just step in and go through the fundamentals and, box out and go. But if he going to go, you got to be ready to prepare.
I've always wondered that. I'm glad you said that. Like, so now when we watch basketball games, I'm going to watch.
Yeah, they talking right there. Yeah. And when you dribble out the clock, usually you be like, hey, man, we dribbling it out, dog. But if you say that and then you go to the free throw line and start doing the curly kneel, dribbling between your legs and throwing it off the backboard, it's like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing I've wondered too, because a lot of times it looks like they have that conversation. Then with like 5 seconds left, the guy with the ball will go in and dunk it.
See, that's a
and
problem.
You're like, what?
That's a problem. That right there is a problem.
In terms of disrespect, it doesn't. You don't care about the points.
Yep. And even same thing when you're dribbling it out. If you got a guy that's all of a sudden try to come steal, it's like, hey man, what you doing? Like we just said, we dribbling it out, man. What are you doing? So. Yeah,
that's funny. Now, if you want to, like, I think it's fair to question Josh Heupel for calling a timeout.
That too, I think that's questionable as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's questionable as well. Like to me, that's the underbelly of the rivalry. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be something wacky to go on. And I also think that somewhere along these lines, Heupel got to make a mistake. He's been too thorough, too squeaky clean. Like. Every coach got a mistake they
I
made.
think he would have put some thought into that, and now would be like, I'm not doing that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
he was trying to make him pun, I guess. But
yeah.
615-737-1045. Daniel in Portland. Daniel, what's up?
How you doing, guys?
Hey, we're great.
What up, Daniel?
Okay, let me say this first of all. VFL, go Vols, go Big Orange. It was a hard game to watch on Saturday, but that's not the reason for my call. I wanted to talk about my favorite play of the Titans game, which was the triple option where Tanny took it into the house.
Mm-hmm.
The play design, in my opinion, was awesome. I know he stole it from somewhere, and if that corner had it went to King, then the pitch was there. In my opinion, that was a great play call.
Yep.
at a great time in the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what Kevin Dyson had to say
agree.
about that on Titans Talkback. Thank you, Daniel, when we did the postgame show. He said the same thing. Brilliant call. He said he didn't understand why the corner went with King.
Right.
He goes, because you defend inside out. And at the very least, you're going to put a hit on Tannehill.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
pitch it. I'm going to knock you the hell out. You ain't running this play again.
You're going to get to feel it. I promise you that, yeah.
But the corner went with the King. So Tannehill, Dyson was like, I bet he smiled, actually. Like, okay, here we go.
Watching it,
Great play call.
I was looking at it like, I wonder if the defense looked at it this way. It was like, dude, what are they doing? Why are they running? Is this an option? Because I love in
it was
box.
a triple option, too, because he put it in Spears' belly.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like, dog, no, is this an option? They can't be running an option
In
like
the NFL.
In the NFL, what are we doing?
And it worked.
With your quarterback. like a real quarterback. This ain't
Slay,
the
I don't
King
know
Cat.
if you know. I don't know if you know or not. He used to be a wide receiver at Texas A&M.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you knew
but-
that.
But with the quarterback running like that, I think it took the defense by such surprise.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
Typically, like, you're taught to go drill the quarterback if he's a
Yes.
runner.
Yes.
Because all of those guys won't say it publicly anymore. They used to, but like their goal is to see number 2.
You got to. You got to. Anytime you
And
get
they
a
had
free
a
one,
chance right there.
especially as protected as they are. No, you get a free hit. I was like, dog, you don't put your quarterback in their arms. And so I think it caught them off guard, too. That's why I went with the King.
Here's Mike Key's call of that touchdown on Titans Radio.
Play fake, option, right side, Tannehill keeps, 5, end zone.
Yeah, okay.
Touchdown, Titans! Ryan Tannehill with the old Southwest Conference play.
Listen to Coach Mack. yeah. Coach Mack was ready, baby.
Can you hit that again? I want some more Coach Mack. He's on the show tomorrow at 3:20.
Play fake, option, right side, Tannehill keeps, 5, end zone.
Yeah, okay.
Touchdown, Titans! Ryan Tannehill with the old Southwest Conference play.
We talked about this with Mike yesterday. Mike Keith joins us on Mondays, and a lot of y'all may not know this, but a lot of analysts' microphones are actually muted until they're needed.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that Coach Mack's mic is always hot at all times. But like John Ward, and Mike Keith told this story, John Ward and Bill Anderson's mic was muted until John Ward would finish talking. He would point at Bill, and they would hit the button.
If you've watched Winning Time on Max, they show the commentator doing that, where when he closes his fist, the analyst shuts up.
There's so many stories like that. Like, I think Mike and Coach Mack are rare in that deal.
Without question.
Which I love. All right, more of your phone calls when we come back. Also, you'll hear from Joey Hazley, the Tennessee offensive coordinator. Has he seen anything that says Nico would be better in this offense over Joe Milton? That's coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Get our fastest speeds yet, now with up to 5 to 10 times faster upload speeds included. Only Xfinity helps keep your devices safe and secure from cyber threats at home and on the go. Have peace of mind doing everything you love online with unlimited data. Only Xfinity will upgrade your gateway after 3 years at no extra cost for a better, more reliable connection for your home. Enjoy wall-to-wall Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home with an X5 pod included if recommended. To get started, call 1-800-XFINITY, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today for more details. Requires Xfinity Internet with X5 Complete and compatible Xfinity leased gateway. Advanced security requires activation through the Xfinity app. Tech upgrade limited to Xfinity Internet customers with X5 Complete and Xfinity X5 gateway equipment. Upgrade after 3 years requires Xfinity Internet with a compatible Xfinity X5 gateway. Other restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. SNOOP.
That's right.
Show enough. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay, with you. Coach Mack has entered the building. Mack Talk coming up following 3HL.
Snuck in the building, man. He ain't even get the access. I ain't get no page or no message. Like, Slay, I'm on the way in. He just pop in.
You gave me no message when you were coming in the booth after the game.
I sure didn't.
I saw pictures.
You showed up like WWE with that chain on.
Coach Mack, what did the lady tell me, though, Coach
We were
Mack?
glad. The lady said, sir, this is only for media. And you said, well, I am media. She said, well, you look like a fan. And I told Slay, I said, I don't know what would make her think that, because you got a big old chain on. You got shorts on. You got a pom-pom. You got a jersey on. I mean, you got pom-poms.
How in the hell did he get in the press box?
Well, because we told him, this is Ron Slay. Are you crazy? And then when we were leaving, I said, anytime he wants to come in, let him in.
Yeah, he so did. Mack gave me the okay, man.
You learned that from Al Wilson. You told that story last week.
Yeah.
He's
just wrong.
It was great when he came in. I told Slay, anytime we win, which I hope is a lot at home, you come in because you are part of that.
Yeah.
If we lose, stay out.
How great was that triple option call?
Oh, yeah.
By Kelly right there.
It was, look, let me tell you something.
You had to love that growing up in West Texas with old Southwest Conference.
I've defended that triple option so much, that's why I'm concussed right now. In all those years in the Southwest Conference, that's all we used to do is run that loaded option.
Yeah.
And you'd have to defend it. But when they start, that corner didn't know whether he was foot or horseback. So he decided just to run up to the pitch. And then it was over. I loved it so much. And then Mike Keith saying a Southwest Conference
it was
play.
beautiful.
I loved it. I love Mike Keith. You know that. I mean, he's just the absolute best. Sometimes he has to put up with me, but that's okay.
Do you anticipate a phone call during Mac Talk tonight with you and Rhett Bryan from one Mr. Enthusiastic?
Mr. Enthusiastic has only called once out of the last 2 days. Last 2 times we've been on. Mr. Enthusiastic has a lot going on in his life. And look, the man, he's only got so many minutes on his phone that we bought him, so he can't call in all the time. You heard what he said. He lives in a shack, but the prepaid minutes that Rhett and I have given to him, I hope he uses some of them on Mac Talk, because he is the best caller ever.
Has Mr. Enthusiastic ever been kicked out of a press box, you think?
Oh, that's a good question right there.
Mr. Enthusiastic does not want to leave the hills. He's fine where he is.
Yeah,
he's fine
TVs.
where he is.
He's got his crock pot.
Ron Slay will never be kicked out of our press box.
right.
I promise you.
That's right. My man.
So the
All
Al
right,
Wilson,
this is y'all's show. I'll see you. Bye.
Mac Talk coming up next. The Al Wilson story is you were rolling somewhere with Al Wilson.
Yeah.
And y'all just rolled in.
Yeah, he move around like Coach Mack do.
And somebody was like, Coach Mack talking to Van out there.
I'm telling you.
He's talking to Van. Anyway, and so y'all just walked in. This woman taking the tickets was like, hey, where's y'all's tickets?
Yeah, I'm with him.
And Big Al said, what?
Yeah, come on. It with me. We
Like,
good
don't
in
worry
here.
about it.
Yeah, we good in here.
We're good.
Oh, I'm rolling with him, man.
We're good.
She said, okay.
Sorry, lady.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't think you want to chase him down. You know?
I'm out. Well, you knew these questions were
Alizé,
coming.
baby. Yeah.
Joey Hazley, the offense coordinator at Tennessee, got a quick comment here with questions talking about Nico. Hi, Hunt.
Sup? How's it going, guys? Just want to see how y'all were doing. Y'all
Nothing to see here. You got Joey Hazley queued up?
I absolutely do.
Seeing what you see in practice, is there any area, any deficiency that would have been better if Nico was a quarterback as opposed to Joe?
No. Joe.
Why do you say that?
Because it's operation. Joe's operating at a really high level. No.
That is exactly what he should have said right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't put anything to
Don't
run
put
with.
Anything out there. Not until you do it.
Right.
If you do it.
Yeah.
And ideally, you wouldn't do it.
No.
Everyone involved knows.
Please don't.
That's not the plan.
Please don't.
Zach says Slay getting Mac attacked.
Man, Mac came with it, man. He told when I walked in the press box, he pointed at me, get down here. Get down here and sit down here. He made me come down there and sit with him. Mike Keith. They got a beautiful view up there, man.
Mike Keith has a selfie on his Instagram now.
Yeah.
Listen, Mike Keith was not on social media forever, and now he's all over Instagram,
I love him
man.
on social media. I love him on
What
there.
is he, TENN voice?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love him on there. He's so active, man.
He's all in.
Yeah, give you so many behind-the-scenes things that he's got going on. Him and Titans Amy just put the when they went on a road trip, they were tasting the pies. I forgot where they went. I think they went to East Tennessee. Red Gordy or Coach Mack, one of them hooked them up with it. So Y'all go check that out.
And
I
you
wonder, is that the
also
OTP?
Yeah, it was the OTP, and you also get to see his opening monologue that he does. You get to see him doing that live.
Yeah.
He'll record that as well.
That's dope. That's dope right there. Yeah, Mike locked in. You talking about laser focus. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch him work.
You down with OTP?
Yeah, you know me.
Oh, man. How about Kevin Stefanski, the Browns coach, talking after the game with Chubb out? Maybe this was today, actually. With Chubb out with the offensive scheme change.
I think you do that week to week based on who's available to you. Obviously, you lose Nick, but we have players back there that we really trust and that we like a lot. So it does shift some things to different guys, and we'll work through that throughout this week and really throughout the season.
Yeah, he sounds like variable.
He also sounds like he's destroyed.
Yeah.
And upset. You know what I mean?
That hurts. Coaches never give too much away, man. I love being able to hear other coaches. Like, they ain't giving nothing away either.
No, in terms of what he said, definitely like Vrabel. In the tone of his voice, he
Yeah.
sounded like a broken man, like hurt.
Yep.
Which is to be expected. Thoughts and prayers, Nick Chubb.
Most definitely, man.
His family, friends, everybody. Mac Talk coming up next. Everything you wanted to know about Tennessee Titans football. What an entertaining show that is with Brett Bryan and Coach Mac.
Tune in, man.
Coming up tomorrow, Coach Mac will join 3HL at 3:20. Todd Furman at 4:30.
That's right.
Talking point spreads. The Bet the Board podcast is out college football-wise tomorrow morning. So you can check that out there. Always watch the show live. All the shows, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Please. Evan M. Bank Chat, always available to you. You can check us out on Twitter at 3HL1045 for Don Davenport. There's Ron Slay. I'm Brent Doherty. Joe Hunt. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Good morning, 3HL After Party brought to you by Awaken 180, even though it's not happening.